at a game last night, but Sydney Derby here. We are about to get kicked off, and we are live. Hey guys, how you going today on BKR Sport? Boom, boom, boom. Sydney Derby time, baby. Western Sydney Wanderers taking on the Sydney FC, Eastern Sydney versus Western Sydney at Bankwest. No, sorry, it's not Bankwest anymore. At Combank Stadium, I think it is. I don't know. Gee whiz, it's another bloody bank. I don't know. But anyway, they've changed the name of Bankwest. Now it's called Combank or some shit. I'm about to sneeze. I'm all over the shop right now. But I am actually... I told you it was going to happen. But I'm actually very keen for this game. Obviously, last night, we did see my Brisbane Roar boys go down 2-1. And actually a pretty positive game for the Brisbane Roar to Melbourne City, but I'm actually very excited for this game. I think it's going to be a good game between two teams. Look, it's really difficult to read the A-League this year. It's really difficult to read, besides Melbourne City, who's going to be the top dogs this year. And if Brisbane Roar can play like they did last night, then I can tell you right now, they'll be a decent-ish team. But I really don't know who's going to win this game. I don't really like Sydney FC's lineup. The way they've gone in this game, but I don't mind Western Sydney Wanderers, but I can guarantee you that I will be booing Jack Rodwell when he gets brought on because he is a dog. So I can tell you that right now, that Jack Rodwell will be getting an absolute solid boo as soon as he comes on here with the Wanderers, because obviously he signed with the Wanderers and he is a loser. Patercat says, here we go, baby. Guys, let me know in the chat who you're going for. Obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We've got a big night ahead. We've got this game, Wanderers Sydney FC. Right after this, we do have the Perth Glory versus Adelaide United game. After that, we have Scotland versus Japan, the international rugby. We have Wales versus Australia in the international rugby at 2 a.m. We have England versus South Africa in the international rugby at 4:30. And then we have New Zealand versus France at 7 a.m. So it's going to be a massive night. Have a couple hours sleep. And then bing, we got the M1. Is it the M1 derby, M3 derby? I don't know. But Mariners versus Jets tomorrow. And also, I think it's MacArthur versus... I can't remember. MacArthur versus... Who? Gee whiz, who MacArthur playing? Who are MacArthur playing? They're playing Wellington Phoenix, that's right. But alrighty, guys, let's get it underway. Luca Jones, the G'day Blaze, at the Victory game, when there was more Victory fans at a West United home game. That's because West United don't have fans. Yes. Michael Joshua Lewis says, let's go Sydney FC. I've got Sydney FC 3-2. High-scoring game. I don't believe it's raining. It was looking like it could be raining, but it's cloudy. It's windy. I don't think it's raining, though, because I'm in the Shire area, so it's a little bit away from Bankwest. Oh, Combank. Shit, man, I'm going to call it Bankwest for a long time, but I'll get used to it eventually. But it's not raining, which is a good positive sign. Crazy New Zealand says, ayo, I'm playing FIFA 22, editing A-League teams. Well, there you go. Better get me on a team, mate, and you better make me the attack and mid. Luca Jones says, what about the Wallabies game? You're not streaming that? I did just mention Australia versus Wales, but, you know. Sebastian Graham says, Blaze, my guy, you won't be sane, man, after all the live streams are done, mate. I am going to change as a man. I'm going to go from a boy to a man tonight. I'll be going from a boy to a man tonight. But actually, this is what I need to do right now. Firstly, if you're not a part of the BKR Sport Discord yet, then what are you doing with your life? But I'm going to jump onto the BKR Sport Discord because our man, Patercat, he's dropped the team lineups here for tonight, and I'll read them out. So, for the Western City Wanderers, they've got Meshias as the goalkeeper with Traore, Williams, Kotrumbus, Aquilina, Ugarkovic, Antonis, Petrados, Ibini, Nazarene, and Hamed. And on the bench, they've got Margouche, Jack Rodwell, Boo! Dickhead. Ogawa, Russell, Swebel, Nata, and Badalato as the substitutions there. For Sydney FC, they've got Andrew Redmayne, they've got Ryan Grant, Alex Wilkinson, Ben Warland, Joel King, Paulo Retre, Anthony Caceres, Milos Ninkovic, Elvis Kamsoba, Adam Lafondra, and Trent Bahagia. On the bench, they've got Howard Bell, Burgess, McGuing. I can't even see this, really. I can't even see that bench. You know what? Screw that bench. But anyway, it should be a good game here tonight. I think it's going to be a 1-1er. I actually think it's going to be a 1-1er. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is in the bag for either of these teams. And like I said, you never know what a season's going to bring until halfway through in the A-League. So literally, if you're betting on this game, you're a loser. Literally, I'm not saying you are a loser, but I'm saying you're a loser in regards to the money, because you will probably lose your money here. You will. Especially in this derby. I just realised that came out the complete wrong way. It sounded like I was calling you a loser, but no, I meant I was saying that you're going to lose your money because this game is so hard to read, it's ridiculous. Dazmate says, I've already beat Sydney FC 10-0 in FIFA. I'm pretty sure it'll be the same result tonight. Okay. Yep, okay. Dazmate, yeah, it's just like when the Lakers when you actually win game with the Lakers on NBA 2K, but... I don't know how that one's going. Crazy New Zealand says, yo, Sebastian, sup, everyone. Sebastian, he's getting ready to rumble here tonight, son. Yanni Mavita says, no Bobo or Costa for us. Yeah, look, it's interesting. Obviously, they got Bahaji up front. They've got Kamzorba up front. And it's going to be an interesting front three kind of tonight. Michael Joshua Lewis says, I've got Sydney FC 3-2. Tested Aussie says 4-3 Sydney. I think I've sorted out my computer issues for today, hopefully. So, hopefully the stream kind of keeps cracking on and we don't get a couple of frozen streams here tonight. Steve Warren says double header at Newcastle. Barrier Bugaboo says, isn't it good to have A-League back? It's pretty good, man. Obviously, my team lost last night, but still pretty good. $2.20 for Sydney FC to win tonight. Wanderers $3.05. I wouldn't be surprised with a 2-2 or I'm going 1-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 2-2. Bay Area Bugaboo, that's right. Sebastian Grammer says, crazy New Zealand, bro, getting around him. So, LaFondra is the favourite to score first tonight. Don't know why they've got Bobo as first to score. Bernie Abini, obviously the ex-Sydney FC man, he's also one of the favourites there. League's own commentary says, I know I'm a Wanderers fan, but I'll go 1-0 Western Sydney. Yeah, this is a throw in the dark, mate. Like I said, this is going to be a complete throw in the dark, this game. I think Perth Glory do probably beat Adelaide United in the next game, but it's a complete throw in the dark in regards to this game. It's not an easy one to predict here, man. It's not an easy one to predict here at all, especially being over in Western Sydney. If this was at Cogra, I probably would have gone. Actually, where is the home games? Is it still at Cogra this year for Sydney FC fans in the chat? Dasmo says 2-1 Wanderers. Patercat says 2-1 Wanderers for me. Geez, not a great crowd, I'm not going to lie. Not a great crowd here in Sydney. You can see the whole top section is just completely nearly empty. Interesting. Yeah, wow. The whole kind of top section is quite empty. It looks like it's just kind of the bottom areas that... it's okay. You know, obviously the active areas are pretty solid, but... obviously the active areas are pretty solid, but when it comes to outside the active areas, it's looking pretty empty up top. Yeah, apparently there are going to be 18,000 at HBF Park. That's what he says. Yeah, apparently it's nearly sold out, and it probably will be sold out, yeah. Apparently will be sold out there. Barry Bugaboo says, I'm not a Sydney fan, but I've got big knowledge on the whole league. Aren't you a Wellington Phoenix fan? Patercat says, Derby expect to be 25k attendance. There's no way there's 25,000 there. There's no way there's 25,000 there. If there's 25,000 there, that'll surprise me from what I've seen. If there's 25,000 there, that'll really surprise me there. League's own commentary says, I've never been to Bankwest. I'd love to go there one day. Well, it's not Bankwest anymore. Valley Area Buggy versus Phoenix fan. I just said that. I knew it. I told you, son. I told you. But yeah, we're at Cogra. Yeah, good. I would have gone to this game if it was at Cogra. I'm just not going all the way out to Western Sydney right now to potentially, get abused. No, obviously, I wouldn't go all the way there, especially when it's like cloudy and windy. It's just very easy for me to sit here and stream with you guys and get around this big game incoming. Some big game incoming between the big rivalry in Sydney. And like I said, it would have sucked for me as well because I would have gone obviously to the game, and then I would have missed the Perth game, for example, for streaming, and then I would only get back in time to then stream 4 rugby games tonight, and then I'd have to edit the video before tomorrow. It's too hectic. That's why I can't wait till I can, get an editor. Tested Aussie says, I'm going to the Perth game tonight. It's going to be loud. It should be good, mate. It should be good. Obviously, a lot of people will turn up to see the old man, Daniel Sturridge, the man who desperately needed a haircut, needed a professional barber or whatever it was. I don't know, but he was begging for someone to come and be his his hairstylist. The Brisbane Royal Post, BKR, how are we? Glad you're back on A-League streams. Going all right, mate. Going all right, obviously. Yeah, A-League back and ready to go here. We are absolutely cracking on, and hopefully we have a stream tonight that is successfully non-freezing. That's the main thing tonight. That's the main thing. It'll be a great atmosphere at the Perth game, and it shall be. It shall be. Stephen Warren's, I'm a fan of Newcastle Jets. By the way, guys, if you're an A-League fan and you haven't already, jump over to the BKR Sport Discord. That's where we chat about all things A-League and other sports in different little sections. We've got a section for Rugby League, AFL, Rugby Union, football, baseball, NBA, literally everything, right? So jump over to the BKR Sport Discord and get involved because it is bloody good stuff. Michael, I think we're nearly at 200 people now. Michael Joshua Lewis says, fun fact, this is the first time the Sydney Derby has been played in round 1 since 2016. That's a fun fact there, mate. I had fun. I had fun reading that fact out. I had a lot of fun. League's own commentary says, it's the Perth Glory game at Optus. No way would that sell out there. No. HBF Park, which is it's where the Rugby League gets played as well when they go over to Perth area. Jack Kelly says, who are you going for? I don't really go for anyone here, man. I couldn't really care less who wins this game. As a Brisbane Roar fan, man, I just wanted it to be a good game. I don't go for teams in every single game, man. Like, I don't really have any... I don't really have any care factor, especially when you do as much sport as me, man. You kind of move away from the hatred. Besides Manchester United, who I'll always hate because they're dog shit, everyone else I'm pretty, okay with. I'll never really have too much of a hatred for any other team. The Milwaukee Brewers are starting to really get on my nerves. Their fans are really annoying as shit. And St. Louis Cardinals fans always, but besides that, like I don't even mind the Brisbane Broncos anymore, to be honest with you, man. I don't even really. There's no really teams outside of Man United, possibly the Brewers and the Cardinals, that I really despise. So yeah, but in the same sense, I'd still vlog a game from St. Louis or Milwaukee, but I would never ever support United. Brisbane Royal Post should collab with Coast Watch Football. Is a great talker and could get some good content. Oh, we'll see how we go. Let him know, man. Tell him to message me. Bay Area Bugaboo says 18,000 per tonight. Brisbane Royal Post says thoughts on yesterday's game. First half was disappointing, the second half looked promising. I don't think the first half was disappointing. I just think we had a 5-minute disappointing stint there for the Brisbane Royal. I think that 5-minute stint from the 38-minute mark to the 43-minute mark. There was a brilliant pass that we saw from one of the Melbourne City boys. I can't remember, and it was kind of a deflected own goal. Kind of, it could have been a goal. I think it got classed as a goal, but it was debatable whether it was going in. But they gave us a goal anyway. It was a massive deflection, but I don't think the Brisbane Royal played bad at any stage last night. I don't think they looked great attacking-wise in the first half, but second half, I would say they relatively dominated the second half. Melbourne City's defense wasn't exactly that great. So I've actually got a lot of positives that I'm thinking about Brisbane Royal going forward after yesterday. I actually think I believe in them a lot more than I did pre-season, more so than I've seen before. And I think Ivanovic, when he came on, was really good. So maybe if he starts, it might be a little bit different, or we'll wait to see how that one goes. But no, I've actually got a little more belief in the Brisbane Roar after last night. Bugaboo says we should maybe get you over to a Wellington for a weekend. I would love to come, man. I would love to come. I definitely will be coming over next year for some Super Rugby into New Zealand. And also, obviously, I want to go to a Warriors game when they get their first game back there halfway through the year, which is what they're planning to do right now. Jack Kelly says, I'm confident Sydney FC will win. I wouldn't be confident, mate. I wouldn't be confident. I wouldn't be confident in any result. I wouldn't be confident in literally any result in the A-League this year, at least until, we're halfway through the season with, 10 to 13 games gone, which is basically halfway through the season there. But I've noticed the poll here. It's 51%. It's pretty solid. 51% on the poll already. Literally, no one knows who's going to win this game. Barry says you can never predict a derby. You can never predict a derby, and you can also never really predict an A-League game, not gonna lie. So the teams are about to come out here, guys. Teams are about to come out. I think I wonder how far behind I'm going to be here tonight. League So Commentary says, no, Wellington is so windy when I went there for a holiday. It's still a beautiful place. It's still a beautiful, beautiful place. But, alrighty, here we go, guys. Here we go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. The teams are coming out. I feel like I'm still 30 seconds to 45 seconds behind here. I feel like I could be like 30 seconds to 45 seconds behind, but I'm going to have to just do my best to, watch. I don't really mind too much about the result anyway, so it is what it is. But Sydney FC coming out here onto the field. I'm not too sure what it is. Maybe tempo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to chuck on 10 play. I'm going to chuck on 10 play instead because I sorted out my Plus today. I sorted that one out, so I've got a nice little 7-day trial. League Zone Commentary says, come on, you Wanderers. Get around the Wanderers here. I would just like to see an attacking game. Yesterday wasn't really an attacking game that we got to watch. Yesterday was quite bland in a lot of aspects, and it wasn't exactly the most fun game to watch overall. But let's go have a look here at the lineup. So Western Sydney Wanderers, Adama Traore, Reece Williams, Rami Najarine, Stephen Ugarkovic, Ibini Asai, Hamed Magias, Kutrumbus, Petratos, Terry Antoinis, and Aquilina. And then obviously the substitutes is Margouche, Jack Rodwell, Wanker, Ogawa, Russell, Swibel, Nata, and Badalato as the bench substitutes there for the Wanderers. Alrighty, so then we go to Sydney FC here. Andrew Redmayne, Ben Warland, Alex Wilkinson, Paolo Retre, Milos Ninkovic, Trent Bahagia, Adam Lafondre, Joel King, Anthony Caceres, Ryan Grant, and Elvis Kamsorba, Hayward Bell, Van der Sarg, Burgess, Neuenhof, Yazbek, Wood, and McGing are the substitutes there. For Sign in to watch this stream, buddy, on Template. Gee whiz. Okay, I will jump on here. Okay, gee whiz, I've got to sign in for this one too. My goodness me. My goodness me. Next, do that one. Sign in. Alrighty, let's try this. Let's see if this one's a little bit ahead here. Let's see if this one's a little bit ahead here. Hopefully it's ready to go here. Jack Kelly says, suck, Chicago Bulls lost. No, we didn't. We won. Hello? What? Do you know what you're talking about? We won that game, mate. We won it with an absolute slam cargo, baby. Slam cargo, baby. But anyway, I'm on template now, and yes, I am well ahead of the old mate bloody Paramount Plus. I don't know what is wrong with Paramount Plus, but something's wrong. Something's wrong. But all right, here we go, guys. About to go away. Give me your score prediction again. I'm taking a 2. I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna have a bit of fun. I'm gonna go 2-2 here with a bit of fun. I could have said 1-1, but I'll go with 2-2 just so that we can see some goals. Hopefully, you know. I think we all like a bit of goals. You know, I think we all want to see a couple of goals. You know, a cheeky couple here and there. You know, something here, something there. You know. Barry Bugaboo is getting 2-0 Sydney FC. Oh, I think the Wanderers will be able to score. I do. I think the Wanderers will be able to score here, man. I think the Wanderers will be able to score here. Crazy New Zealand says, Schlam Cargo. Exactly right, Schlam Cargo. But alrighty, we're underway here, and Sydney FC will start off with the ball. I think it'll obviously be a bit of a cagey start here for the first 20 to 25 minutes. And then maybe like last night, we see a bit of a flurry. Last night, obviously, we saw a bit of a flurry from Melbourne City. Ooh, that's going to be straight to the keeper there. Last night, we saw a bit of a flurry from Melbourne City really late in that first half, but overall, man, I feel like this is the kind of game where, you know, derbies can also finish 0-0 pretty easily. I think that because this is the first game of the season, we could obviously see a bit more... oh, that's surely a free kick Sydney FC. I was going to say, gee whiz. Sebastian Grammer says, 1-0 Sydney FC, defender goal, probably Alex Wilkinson. Jack Kelly, what are you doing? Like, you're living 5 days ago? Brother, if you're trying to talk shit, man, we'll just time you out. Like, what are you doing? Like, we won today. Do you want me to time you out or something? Like, what are you doing here? What are we doing? We're talking about something from 5 days ago in regards to the Bulls. We literally beat the Denver Nuggets today. A team a bit better than... oh, well, to be fair, they had no players, really. The Jokic was out. But in the same sense, man, like, shush. Like, shit, man, we ain't talking about the Portland Trailblazers right now. Like, get a grip. So a minute gone here. It's like... and also, this is an A-League stream. Like, shit, man. Get a grip. So a minute gone here, and Sydney FC with the ball down the right-hand side. Shannon Humphrey says, hi. Hello, Shannon Humphrey. How we doing? But Sebastian Grammer says 1-0 Sydney FC. Defender goal, probably Alex Wilkinson. Wowee. Sydney FC starting off with a bit of a bang here. They're going out to the left-hand side. Big chance. Big chance here for Sydney FC. And it goes back. But the big man, Shannon Humphreys. Who do you support, by the way, Shannon? I know you're down there in Melbourne. Obviously, I know you're a viewer of Cardi streams. So are you like a Melbourne City fan, Melbourne Victory fan? I'm not too sure, Shannon. Not too sure, mate. Not too sure. So 2 minutes gone here. Michael Josh Lewis says, I'm taking 3-2 Sydney. Wow, we high scoring game. That'd be a good one, though. It would be so exciting to see a 3-2er. All right, so the Wanderers here now playing this one out of the back. 2 minutes gone. Look, it's going to be... where do you guys see the Wanderers finishing on the table? Because I want to see Wanderers back in the playoffs. Yes, I'm saying playoffs. I don't care about calling it finals because realistically, I just call it whatever I want because I do so many different sports. But like, you know, NRL, I'd call it finals though. I don't know. I just call it playoffs here in the A-League too. But overall, like, where do you guys see the Wanderers coming? And be realistic. Wanderers fans, tell me where you believe your team can be. And then tell me where your team will be. Because I know can be means you're going to win the bloody premiership. If you're going to be realistic, you'll probably say maybe, I think max maybe about 4th maybe or so. I wouldn't say Wanderers could finish too much higher than that. But then again, there's no real guaranteed teams overall. So it's difficult. Jay Hay says, never trust someone with 3 first names. Well, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. So, right-hand side there. Right-hand side, and the Wanderers just playing around with this ball down the back. Down the back here. Jay Hayes, mate, you missed out on a big basketball game today, son. You missed out on a big basketball game. Sebastian Grammer says Wanderers 5th or 6th place. Who do you go for, Sebastian? Do you have like an A-League team yourself, or are you? Because obviously you're not here. You're in. Is it Romania or is it Serbia? I think it's Romania, isn't it? I can't remember. Is it Romania or Serbia? I think we were talking about this last night, a bit of Romania, because we were talking about bringing a football World Cup there. I think it was. JS says, I bet I did. You bet he damn well did. Romania. See, I was right. Say that first before I said Serbia. But Sydney FC will... Wow, they're going to give us a free kick. Debatable. I disagree with that one. But Dasmate says top 6. Well, thanks, mate. You know, that's... thanks, man. You know, I kind of meant like a specific position. Top 6 is a pretty easy suggestion, considering that that's half the competition. But then again, I get it's different though, because rugby league top 8 is the half the competition. But in the same sense, do you understand what I mean when I say it's really different? Like the top 8 is something a lot more harder to get into than the top 6, I guess, for the A League, I guess, due to the quality and whatnot. The Barnes is what you're watching the game on. I'm watching it on 10 Play, mate. I'm watching on 10 Play, but I do have Paramount Plus as well. So Ryan Grant over the top of Sydney FC puts it inside. Easy save by the keeper. Easy save by the keeper. Sebastian Grammer says, I'm new to the A-League. I'll go with the Raw not to get much hate on these streams. Good man. That's a good choice. I reckon we all should all stand up and give him a clap for that one. That's a nice little standing ovation there for Sebastian Grammer, making a really, really dumb choice there. Because we suck. We have not been good for a while. We've got a very good history. Probably one of the more... Well, I would say... Would you guys say the 3 teams with the most successful history would be... Oh, Western Sydney Wanderers here with a chance. I would say Brisbane Roar, Melbourne Victory, and Sydney FC. There's no way. Surely you can't disagree with that. It has to be Melbourne Victory, Brisbane Roar, and Sydney FC. And if I'm going to say in order, who would I say in order? Sydney FC probably number 1. I would argue Roar number 2. They were very good up until the last 2 years. Sydney FC. Oh, missed a shot there. Dasmate says we could actually finish in the top 12 though. Yeah, well, to be fair, that's a good point. You know, that's a really good point. Top 12 is a good spot there for the Wanderers. But yeah, I would say possibly the 3 teams with the most history would probably be Sydney FC, and then I would genuinely say Brisbane Roar, then Melbourne Victory, because Melbourne Victory do have one premiership from literally cheating. You know. Paddycast is 1 Sydney, 2 Victory, 3 Brisbane. I wouldn't argue it, but then again, I'm just kind of taking back Victory because of the 2018 Grand Final against the Newcastle Jets, I guess. So Sydney FC here with the ball. They're the ones definitely doing the better right now. Western Sydney Wanderers had a chance, but FC, you know, they've definitely looked at a little bit more slick, good defense, and that's going to be a goal kick. Well done. Good defense. Very good defense. League's No Commentary says, wish the Tigers could finish top 8. That will never happen. You know, that will never happen, son. It will never happen. The next time that'll happen will be never. So yeah, Wanderers, good defense there. I think with the Wanderers this year, their midfield will be pretty alright. I think that their attack still is a little bit lackluster. I think they tried so desperately last year to have like an attacking game plan, and I think that they tried really desperately to move the field and really keep it free-flowing, but it just never worked, you know. That's out. That's a free throw. Yeah, it's a throw-in, sorry. That's a throw-in. Desmate says probably like 4th through to 6th. 4th to 6th, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Wanderers 5th. But like I said, it's a throw in the dark. It is an absolute throw in the dark there. So 7 minutes gone here. And Sydney FC with the throw-in. It's good that the entire... I think that would be the southern side is the Sydney FC fans and the northern side with the Wanderers fans. Am I right there, Pater Cat? Or is it kind of like shaped where the Wanderers fans are kind of like west? I'm not too sure. Wow, that was a terrible pass there from Sydney FC. Wow, that's a terrible pass from Sydney FC. And Wanderers are going to be on the counter here. And they screw up the counter. Bernie Abini here with the ball. What's the bet Bernie Abini scores? Oh, that's a terrible, terrible pass there from Bernie Abini. And then easy defense from the Wanderers. Yeah, really rusty so far. It's a free kick. That's a free kick for the Wanderers. That's a free kick for the Wanderers. And they're just going to quickly tap this one. Why would you quickly tap that? Just relax, man. No shit, man. Relax, man. You don't need to go too hard out too early here. It's a derby. You don't want to go down early because in a derby, you go down 1-0. And I'm telling you right now, it's either going to be a quick 2-0 or you're going to lose 1-0. I tell you, that is how derbies works. When you go down 1-0 early, you're either going to lose 1-0 or you're going to go down 2-0 within the next, 5 to 10 minutes. And that is how the old derby works, whether it be in A-League or whether it be literally any football around the league. That's just kind of usually how it works. So 8 minutes gone, Wanderers just kind of pretty nice passing, to be honest with you. Oh, but Sydney FC got a lot of pressure here. The Sydney FC pressure is very significant. really preventing the Wanderers from having any kind of space. Like they're getting, like I said, they're getting good movement here. In the same sense that the space is non-existent because Sydney FC's pressure is incredible. But that's going to be an easy Wanderers ball here, guys. Easy Wanderers ball down the right. That's a free kick. Free kick to the Wanderers. Free kick to the Wanderers. So 9 minutes gone here, guys. Got to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget to join the Discord. And don't forget, we will be showing the Perth Glory versus the Adelaide game right after this, which should be an interesting one because that's a sold-out crowd over there in Perth. Sold-out crowd. By the way, if you don't know what cup I'm drinking out of, this is one of the greatest moments of all time when Vincent Kompany won the league for Manchester City by scoring against United at the Etihad. 1-0 back in 11-12. Alexander Matthews says, what sport are you watching, PK? Wanderers. Oh, goalkeeper gets that one. Redmayne comes out of that. We are watching the A-League right now, mate. So basically the MLS. Basically, to make it understanding for Americans, it is the equivalent of the MLS. So a league that is not that quality, but, you know, you still kind of wanted to watch it anyway because it is technically the professional league in Australia. You know what I'm saying? Sydney FC here, Ninkovic! Save. Save by the old Ninkovic. At least we've seen a shot, though. At least we've seen a shot here on target, too. I think that was the first shot on target. I think that was the first shot of the game. I don't think we've seen a shot so far. I don't think we've seen anything so far. He just goes forward there. It goes straight to the keeper, though. It's not a great shot by any means there. Not a great shot at all. But at least it was technically a shot to get us underway here. But Alexander, good win by the Bulls today. Good win by the Bulls. And now we go top of the East. Oh, my goodness me. It's Buddy Fiery, son. Buddy Fiery. Wanderers just play. Oh, that was terrible. Some terrible passing in this game so far. Terrible passing, and that was an even worse pass. That was just shocking. I don't even know what pass that was. How old's Bobo now, by the way, guys, in the chat? How old is Bobo? Is he like 37? Like, how old is he? Sebastian Grammer says, Vincent Kompany, that's a name I haven't heard in quite some time. Solid centre-back, though. One of the best centre-backs the league has ever seen. Honestly, could be arguably top 3. If not, you could argue him as the best centre-back that has played in the Premier League. You know, he has been one of the greatest to ever play. Literally single-handedly won us 2 titles if you want to consider the 2011-12 title where he hit the header against United at the Etihad, which was the time that City actually overtook Man United from being 8 points down with 5 games to go. That was the third last game. And, he scored that header there to win 1-0. Like I said, when a goal gets scored at Derby, you either lose 1-0 or you go down 2-0 very quickly. But it's going to be Wanderers here with the ball just outside the edge of the box, and that's going to be killed. Or you can obviously look at the Leicester City game in 2018, 2017. Which one was it? 2018? And where he hit that absolute bolter of a bloody shot. That absolute bolter. One of the greatest goals you will see in Premier League history by a centre-back, put it that way. From like 30 foot out. Ridiculous, mate. League's no comment says these passes. These passes in this game has been terrible. Like, it's been shocking passing from both teams. Wanderers actually started off looking alright passing-wise, but it's not looking the greatest right now, mate. Not looking the greatest at the moment, mate. So Wanderers here with a free kick in a pretty good position. Not a shootable position, but a put the ball in the box kind of position here. Wanderers over the top. Oh, it actually went through there for Bernie Abini, but he just couldn't get on top of that one. Had an opportunity. But just could not get on top of that one. So Wanderers here, whip that one across, pads it in, chance here. Oh, good stop there by Redmayne. That was actually a really good chance there for the Wanderers. That was actually a very good chance. So I think this is going to be a goal kick here, and Warland looks like he might be injured. No, I think he's alright. Maybe just clutching his ankle there. Just clutching his ankle. League's own comment says pretty good defense there. Not really. I wouldn't say that's good defense at all. I think the goalkeeper had to come out there to save that goal. But I think that defense was absolutely woeful. Like, how are they letting him get an open spot through the gap there in the defense? I thought that was an atrocious defense, but the goalkeeper saved their bacon. So Wanderers here with the corner from the right-hand side over the top and cleared away by Sydney FC. That was a really good clearance. That was a really good clearance there to get that one away. So Wanderers are starting to dominate this game a little bit more now. It's definitely not Sydney FC's game right at this moment. Wanderers here inside the box. They're going to whip this one across, and that's another corner. No, it's a throw-in, though. It's going to be a throw-in. Byron Davidson says, how's the game been so far? Just got here. Look, I think the game's been okay. It's been scratchy, but that's what you're going to expect from the first game of the season between two like a derby is usually quite scratchy, even 30 games into a season, let alone the first game of the year. So yeah, it's been a bit rusty, a bit scratchy, and I think both teams have had their little spurts. And Wanderers here are having their spurt right now. They're just outside the edge of the box. Oh my God, chance here. Oh, chance. No, cleared away by Sydney FC. But I tell you what, the Wanderers are having some good little chances right now. Edward Ellis says, how did Qatar get the 2022 World Cup? So 14 minutes gone here. Wanderers putting some pressure on, though. And Sydney FC going to clear that one away. The defense has been fine. Oh, geez. Wanderers get the ball. See, this is the thing. Like, the defense has been okay, but they keep giving the ball back. Yeah, that's a great play there from Sydney FC, though. Oh, that's a yellow card. Close to a yellow card. That should be the big foul. Lafondra taken down there. 14 minutes gone here. And that was Ugarkovic. Ugarkovic used to play for the Mariners, I believe, right? I think Ugarkovic used to play for the... No, it wasn't the Mariners. It was Wellington. Am I right? I think it was Ugarkovic at Wellington Phoenix. Tasman says, cheeky, mate. Cheeky, mate. Cheeky. Simon Hughes says, is it just the Sydney and Western Sydney Wanderers game you watching, or are you watching the other matches as well? I'll be watching the Adelaide versus Perth Glory game later on tonight, but I'm not currently watching the Melbourne Victory game. The Jets, Petticoat, thank you. Yeah, it was the Jets. That's right. Was that last year or was that 2 years ago? No, I think he was still the Jets last year, wasn't he? Oh, Sydney FC here. Good ball. Inside the box. Oh, good defense. It's going to be a corner here for Sydney FC. Corner here for Sydney FC. From the left-hand side, can they whip this bad boy in? Liam points this up, Ella, mate. So, Sydney FC here with a corner from the left-hand side. Can they get something going? Only 15 minutes in here, but both teams are starting to really attack. It's not a really boring game right now. Both teams are actually trying to put themselves forward. Petticoat says he changed halfway through the last season to us. That's why I'm confused, because obviously, yeah, it's a bit random. And obviously, I didn't stream a great deal of the second half of the season last year, besides the finals. And obviously, Wanderers weren't there. But you know that, Sydney FC, that's going to be good defense from the Wanderers. They'll hit that one out. They'll hit that bad boy right on out. I think for Sydney FC this year, they've really got to understand that obviously they're not the same team that they were in previous years, and that they're their own individual team in comparison to what they have been in the past. Chancey Sydney FC, no, cleared away. I don't believe the Sydney FC team is anywhere near as quality as they have been in the past, and I think it's obviously they've swapped a little bit with Melbourne City, who Sydney FC are a good team, but might not be able to get over the line. Melbourne City have been a good team and haven't really been able to get over the line. And then last year in the grand final, we might have seen the switcheroo. Melbourne City obviously got the win, and now they're the team that everyone understands is probably going to dominate. Whilst Sydney FC are kind of the second fiddle there in a way, I guess. All right, so Kutrubas here, and let's open this back up here. It doesn't need to be massive there. You're out for the remainder of the game in the next game. Yes, red card, not good. Not good there. 16.5 minutes gone in. Sydney FC playing this one out of the back. I just really wish there was a bit of a better crowd here, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure why there is a bit of a dodgy crowd, in my personal opinion. I would have expected it to be pretty solid, considering it's a... I would have expected it to be pretty solid considering it's a derby, but yeah, no, it's really relatively disappointing there. Let's do it on the front section, the bottom level, but even the bottom level, there's still quite a few seats empty for a literal derby, and one of the biggest derbies in the league. I would probably say the biggest derby in the league, or it used to be anyway. Well, Sydney FC Victory used to be, but then Wanderers came along and really enhanced the Sydney derby. Sydney FC with a chance here. Sydney FC, he passed it to nobody. He passed it to nobody except the Wanderers, and he doesn't play for him. Jack Kelly says, you don't want the red card. Yes, you do if it is Jack Rodwell. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even want to pronounce his name right. I'm going to call him Wellrod. No, because that sounds good for him. So I'm going to call him Dick Rod. He's a loser. I hate that dude. The amount of shit that he spoke about City. Like, dude, you just simply weren't good enough. You shouldn't have come. You're a loser. And thanks for wasting our time. All right. Like, he just had such an ego about him. It's like, you were good at Everton, but, Sydney FC here with a chance. And that's going to be... Oh, what happened there? Is that a corner? Oh, flag gone up there for an offside. I was like, what is that? What is that? Are you related to Big Al? It's a good question, Joe Hayes. It's a good question, mate. Big Al, obviously, rest in peace, big fella. He is no longer a part of the channel. But that's going to be an offside here against Sydney FC. So Wanderers will get this ball. Look at that beard. That beard is just a beard full of goodies. A beard full of goodies. I reckon you could put your hand in that beard and you get a full chicken. That is a full flowing beard right there for the big man. Full flowing beard. Chocodona says, I miss Big LJ. No, you don't. No one does. No one does. League Zone comment says, Flog will play Jack Rodwell. I think a lot of people don't really understand why I dislike him so much and they're jumping on my wagon, but like Jack Rodwell is actually genuinely a flog. The reason why is because he spoke a significant amount of shit about Man City, basically because he wasn't good enough. He came to City from Everton and never lived up to his expectations. And I don't know, I think he went to Sunderland then maybe. Actually that's right. And then he went to Sunderland, and Sunderland thought he was going to be the next big thing for them. Actually, I believe that signing was on. I believe that signing was during the time they were filming that Sunderland Till I Die show on Netflix. And obviously he was dog shit there and wasted all their money. Sydney FC with a chance here. If they can get a good touch here. No, good defense by Wanderers. Oh, good defense by Wanderers. Really good defense there. But yeah, then obviously he was terrible for them and then blamed Sunderland for him being terrible. And then I can't remember where he's been since Sunderland. But now he's at the Wanderers and he's on the bench, which tells you all you need to know about him as a human. Nate J says, what would you class the A-League compared to the rest of the world? I would say it's regressed even more so in the last couple of years. So I would put it below the MLS now. Beforehand, I would have put it above the MLS, and now I put it below the MLS. But then again, the MLS isn't that great either. They're probably both on a similar boat. They're just obviously two completely different leagues, but in the same sense, like the way they're set up, but in the same sense, I would put them on a similar kind of wavelength. So 20 minutes gone here, guys. It is 0-0. Still 0-0 here. No one with really any quality significant chances. Good defense from the Wanderers zone. They've had good defense in this game so far. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. And subscribe if you're new around here. But look, yeah, the A-League is it's not great. But it is what it is. You just have to respect it for what it is. You just have to kind of understand that it's not the greatest league in the world, but as long as you understand that it's a youth system, I guess it would be classed as a youth system. They try so desperately to not be a youth system, but it always kind of is a youth system, and it's just not that great. But, you still watch it, you still enjoy it, and hopefully one day it'll get back to its best, because we've gone through a couple of bad years with the organisation, which is why we're in this situation. But alrighty, so it's going to be Sydney FC here on the counter. They're going to push forward here. Up top, chance here for Sydney FC. No chance anymore. Bahaja can't put that one in. But Sydney FC at the edge of the box with the ball. Comes Zorba. And they're going to come back here to the halfway point. Push this forward. Good run here. That was like a bloody Yo-Yo Toure kind of run. Wow, wait. Oh, over the top here. If he's on side, it's a good pass. Over the top, Sydney FC. No, cleared away by the Wanderers. Could have a chance here. Too bad of a touch. Terrible touch there for the Sydney FC boys. Alexander Matthews says, Seattle Mariners fan, haven't been to the playoffs in 21 years. Baseball sucks. Hi, Detroit Lions fan. Thank you. Desmond says it's a bit like the NBL. Not the greatest, but we still watch it because it's ours. I don't really watch the NBL. Obviously, I watch the NBA, but I guess it's just because I'm too busy with all these other sports. Sydney FC have a good chance here. Inside the box, they're going to whip this one in. Corner. That's a corner here for the Sydney FC. Special Grummer says, the way I see it, as long as the Aussies enjoy their football and have their teams support, the league does its job. The thing is, Sebastian, I don't know how many people here know what happened 5 years ago, but 5 years ago, the organisation, the FFA, went against the fans. They went against us. And a lot of people lost their support for the game because they treated the fans like they were the villains and sided with the media. And the media is very NRL focused and AFL focused, right? So Victoria is always going to have AFL focused media. Queensland, New South Wales is always going to have Rugby League focused media. Wanderers on the back foot there. That's going to be Sydney FC. Oh, it's going to be Wanderers corner. No, goal kick. But like, yeah, so like specifically people like Rebecca Wilson, who we're not going to speak a great deal about because obviously she's passed away now, and a lot of other media pundits really slaughtered the A-League audience and said that we're all hooligans, and that we enjoy violence, and that basically, we're pieces of shit, and that we should learn from Rugby League and AFL and whatnot. And instead of and like obviously with flares, and being from Romania, Sebastian, you should know all about flares. But flares were made illegal, and literally, I think it was the Wanderers who got deducted points because of it. That's going to be free kicking for Sydney FC. Just outside the box, not a bad position here. But I remember, I think it was the Wanderers who got deducted points on their actual A-League tally because the league said no more flares, or we're going to take points off the actual team. But anyway, long story short, the media was hating on A-League fans really significantly, and the FFA decided to say, you know what, we're going to side with you, we're not going to side with the fans. We're going to say, screw you fans, and we're going to say, you know what, the media's right, you guys are violent, you guys are aggressive, and we don't like it, so we're going to change it. And started doing a lot of really bad things, and you see over the top, that was a chance, It's going to be a goal kick. So basically, a lot of things fell online then, poor form, bad things, and you just don't like to see it. So a lot of people left the game, and they haven't been back. Now that the FFA is gone from the league, it might return eventually, but the equality's still not really there. Cameron Lee says, Sydney has 2 derbies. Let's go Western Sydney versus Macarthur. No. Western Sydney versus Macarthur. Like, it's there, but it's no. Dev Nagy says, hello, Dev Nagy, how you doing? Brian's, a lot of people picking Western Sydney Wanderers tonight. I don't mind. I said a 1-1 draw originally. I said a 1-1 draw. So, it's not out of this world. Crazy Silence said that's rough. Well, yeah, that's when, obviously, if you go back and have a look at pictures from 2015, 2016, you can see how vibrant the league was. Vibrant is the word you would use. The Western Sydney fans were nuts. That was a time where they were just packing out Pertec Stadium, and, that was the best atmosphere in Australia, and Sydney FC versus them was just ridiculous derby. In regards to how far it was, the Den was still fired up, man. The Den for the Brisbane Roar was cracking on, and I remember even up until 2019 that the Den was still getting shit from the FFA and whatnot, and obviously they're not as big anymore. Ooh, the Den's collapsed. The Den completely collapsed. The Den for the Brisbane Roar completely collapsed as an active area. It's still got, factions of support, and it's kind of improving now, but it completely collapsed from how good it was back in, 2000 up until probably 2015, 2016, yeah. And then it just went downhill because then the FFA started separating through the media, and you saw the back section make it different to the front section. The back section and front section hate each other, and then from there it just went imploded. But that's what happens in active areas too. Like, for example, Melbourne City Boys, I think they lost everything. Or was it Victory? I can't remember. But yeah, someone who says, I had the clubs of running the A-League, now some organisation called Australian Premier League. Yeah, the clubs are running it now, yeah. Sparrow says, got Western Sydney winning this Blaze. Who you got, bro? I got 1-1, mate. I got 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw. I know derbies are always usually draws. A lot of people always get really excited for derbies. And sometimes, obviously, you do get that result, but usually you do see draws. And I don't believe the Wanderers have lost at Combank or Bank West, Combank, whatever. Victory lost to North Terrace. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one. League Zone Commentary says, I remember a soccer stadium completely fell down after fans celebrating a goal. That wouldn't have been A-League. That would have been some third world country. That wouldn't have been A-League. I don't know who that was, but that would have been... I think that was in Eastern Europe somewhere. Like, maybe Sebastian Grummer could tell you, actually, because he's from Romania, but I know that there's a couple of... we're not going to talk about Liverpool, but, there has been issues in regards to stadiums like that before, but that's nothing really to do with anything that we're talking about. But Sydney FC, there's nothing really been going on here for the last 10 minutes, I'm not going to lie. Cody Gibbons says, let's go Sydney, woohoo! Getting around Sydney FC. Gary Jones has thoughts on the game so far. It was alright for the first 20. The last 7 minutes or so hasn't exactly been great. But, it's going to be spurts, mate. It's going to be spurts. Anarchist, where was he? He said, BK will have a crabby beer, Crazy New Zealand. Will I have a crabby beer? I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'll have it anyway. Crazy New Zealand says, that beer is lovely. Beers and burgers, beautiful. Yeah, Jay Hayes, just time it out. Just time him out, mate. You get over the repetitive annoyance. You put up with it for so long, and then you just like, oh man, like, like we're not talking about rugby league here. You know what I'm saying? Oya says hello from Zakynthos in Greece. Good on you, man. Appreciate you. I just love how like the moderators know what I'm talking about. Like it's not even just Jay Hayes. Like it's everybody. When I talk like this, I don't even need to reference the person or whatever. They just know. Wanderers here. Chance. Ooh, cleared away by Sydney FC. Cleared away. So it'll be a throw in here. Do we throw in? Brom says, love your stuff, Blaze. Can you give a shout out to John? Get around John. What a man. What a man. Get around you, John. League Zone Commentary says he's probably 6 years old. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. Stormman said, I've never watched an A-League game before. Well, welcome. You can watch this game. Wanderers here in the box. Chance here. Oh, that's going to be goal. That's going to be corner. That's going to be corner here. Cameron Lee says, what's your favourite derby in each sport in Australia? My favourite derbies in Australian football would be... I would say A-League is this one, but it's gone downhill. I would say Storm and Manly in Rugby League. I would say Geelong and Collingwood in AFL, but that's because I'm a Geelong fan, so Geelong, Collingwood, or Geelong, Hawthorn. Geelong, Hawthorn probably for me, but then again, that's a personal one. I don't even know what other sports really... Oh, Reds and Waratahs, in the same sense. That's not really anything special anymore. But I don't think there's anything else, really. Oh, that's going to be punched away there by Andrew Redmayne over for a throw-in. Good Brown says, who do you go for, BK? I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, but I just respect the league, to be honest with you. I just enjoy the league. Byron Davis says, who you want to win? Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, mate. I don't really care. I just want a good game. That's what we have with most sport. You'll know when I'm caring. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when I actually give a shit. That's going to be another corner here for the Wanderers. So 30 minutes gone here, guys. Go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. It's free. You may as well jump in the chat. Let me know if I'm a dickhead or if I'm not a dickhead or if Jack Rodwell's a dickhead. And if you say he's not, you're going to get timed out. If you say he is, then you're a good bloke. But 30 minutes gone here, and don't forget to jump onto the Discord as well. May as well. It's a pin comment in the chat. And there's a lot of shit talk that goes on there. But 15 minutes left here, first half. And Wanderers over the top here. I want to see a goal. I want to see a goal. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Here we go. Chance for a goal. Oh! Ugarkovic just misses that one. That was actually not too bad of a shot. It was kind of slow. It was a bit of a roller, but, he does miss it, and it was close-ish. It was close-ish. Alexander Matthew says, BKR, do you accept American Express? American Express, mate. We accept everything here, mate. We accept Lithuanian, I don't know what their currency is, mate. Shawnee Bear says, I'm an Adelaide United fan, but I'm at this game. Good stuff, man. I'll be streaming your game later on between Perth Glory and Adelaide United. I should actually have the scoreline of the other game. Can someone let me know what the score is of the Victory versus Western United game right now? I should, in future streams, guys, I'm going to actually have both the scores below us, but I'm only going to be watching the one game. I might actually have the ladder. Stormmaster, you at the game right now? I am at the game right now. Yeah, man. Yeah. Woo! 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 I'm at the game, mate. But I might have the ladder over here, the updated ladder every single time. We'll see how we go. Cameron Lee says, like for me, I have two teams in the Sydney Wanderers. And no, I'm not going to read the rest of the comment out. I'm not even going to do it. No, what do you mean you have two teams in a league with literally 12 teams? What do you mean? What do you mean you have two teams in a 12-team league? Let alone, I get it in baseball and basketball, and there's so many teams and there's two different conferences. You can be a Cubs and a White Sox fan if you really want to. Yes, they'll play each other 3 games a year, or 6 games a year, but overall, you're not going to see each other much in 162 games, right? But in A-League, it makes no sense. There's 12 teams, man. How can you go for 2 of the teams? Oh, it's a goal! Oh my God, save! Oh my God! Oh, how does he miss? That's a goal kick, but how did he miss? How did he miss? That's incredible. That's incredible that he missed that. That's incredible. How did he miss that? That's incredible. How did he miss that? 0-0 for the other game. Thanks, mate. It's incredible. How did he miss that? 1-2 gone. Next. No. He'll be back, though. He'll be back, sir. But Alexander, buddy, if you've got nothing on today, we're going to be up all night over here. I won't finish until 9 a.m. my time. 9 a.m. to my time is when I'll be finished streaming all these games. I've got this game, I've got the next game, and I've got 4 international rugby games. It's going to be crazy. That was a really good save there by the Wanderers keeper. I tell you what, that was a really solid save by the Wanderers. 2 saves there. 2 saves so far for the Wanderers and 1 for FC. What are you guys thinking so far? Who do you think's been the better team? I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm still liking the draw here. I am. Cameron Lee, I'll give you some of my advice, my guy. You don't have two teams in the A League. You can't have two teams in the A League. It's too small of a league to have two teams. You can only have one team. Who do you go for? The Wellington Phoenix, or you go for the Wanderers? This. My mum's from Sydney. She's from Cronulla, so I could say, well, that's I guess relatively the closest to Sydney FC. So I could be a Sydney FC fan. My dad is from well, he's from Manly. Oh, he's from actually Leichhardt area, so you could. No, it's not really Western Sydney, but close. Is it close? Where would that? Is that closer to Western Sydney Wanderers, or is that closer to FC? Maybe even Macarthur, actually. I don't know, but if I start going, I used to live in Melbourne for a bit. I could be a Victory fan. My actual club is Manchester City, so I could be a Melbourne City fan. What is this, man? Choose one team. Come on, my guy. So free kick here to Sydney FC. No, he's not going to call it. It's going to be a left-hand side of Sydney FC. Sebastian Grumman says, "Oh, I remember the Lafondra fella. He used to play for Wolverhampton back when they were proper shit." Yep, that's the truth. Annika says, "Well, will Wellington Phoenix? I got there in the end. Will Wellington Phoenix ever win the league? Ever's a long time, man. Ever's a long time, but they're not going to be winning it this year. Let's put it that way, mate. Let's put it that way. Ooh, Sydney FC are going to get this ball here out in the edge. They've got free space here for a nice little whip in. Free space here for a nice little whip in, but cleared away by the Wanderers." Cleared away by the Wanderers. Stormman says, "Can I go for Adelaide?" You don't need to ask me, man. Go for whoever you want. Go for whoever you want. I've only been there once for 3 days and live in Melbourne. Oh, okay. I just realised that I should have read the rest of that comment out. You can go whoever you want. You can go for, you can go for Beijing FC. You can go for Guadalajara in Mexico. It doesn't matter who you go for as long as you have a reason to go for them. But if you've been in Adelaide for 3 days and you want to become... Well, to be fair, my dad became a Manly fan because he honestly was attracted to a lady who used to live there. I shit you not. He's from the Leichhardt area. He should be a Tigers fan. His mum is a Tigers fan. But he became a Manly fan because he went to Manly and fell in love with this chick. He was 7 years old or 6 years old, and she was 40 or whatever. I don't know, 30. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that he became a Manly fan because of that, and he's a diehard Manly fan. He has been and always will be. It's crazy. Sydney FC here, chance. Good defense from the Wanderers. Good defense from the Wanderers. So, throw in here for Sydney FC up in the front. Hammy Spencer, that's a true story, by the way. Hammy Spencer says, "Why do I have to get 50 different subscriptions to watch 3 sports?" Mate, it's on 10 play. This is on 10 play, but yes, I understand what you're saying. League Zone commentary says, "Wellington were okay when they had Sarpreet, Singe, and Rory. And Krishna. Yeah. Krishna's in the Indian League, isn't he now? I think he's over there in the Indian League. So Sydney FC get a bit more pressure here. Ooh, a bit of blood here for the Wanderers. I know they're red, but they don't need to be bleeding on the face. Johan Gaum says, "The Springboks must win on my birthday today." Well, happy birthday, big fella. Shawnee Bear says, "Me and my mate went to the Melbourne Sydney FC game last year. Melbourne Victory or Melbourne City versus Sydney FC?" Hamish Spence says, "I know, but what the hell? What the hell, mate? I know, it does suck. Everything used to be on Foxtel. They were the days when literally everything was on Foxtel. So you had A-League, you had Premier League, you had NRL, you had AFL. You still had Channel 9 and whatnot, but and Channel 7. But nowadays, obviously, nothing's really free to air. City vs Sydney FC isn't really rivalry, man. Alexander Matthews says, "To each their own, but I don't understand some people, fans of two different teams in the same sport." You ever see Alexander yes and no? I can definitely not understand it in Australia because our leagues are relatively small. But in America, man, if you're a Cubs fan, you can also technically be a White Sox fan because they're two different conferences. They're two different leagues, right? One's in the American League and one's in the National League. Corner here for Sydney FC, and you don't really play each other much. But at the same sense, I wouldn't do that, but I understand that a lot more so. Over the top here, Sydney FC. Oh, cleared away. Sydney FC at the edge of the box. There's a chance here. Big chance. Oh, my God, it's me. Ninkovic trying to steer that one in, but he can't find a way. Corner again for Sydney FC. They're mounting some pressure here. Sydney versus Victory is rivalry. Sydney versus Victory, yes, but not Sydney versus City. Annika says, "On my bucket list, my top 3 football games to go to are Liverpool versus United, a World Cup game, and Liverpool Everton in Everton." What's your top 3 bucket list for football games? Top 3 football games? Well, Man City versus Man United for one, obviously. So I can laugh at those scum dogs in their face. I want to go to a game at Old Trafford and watch us beat them at Old Trafford. If I was there for the 6-1, I tell you what, that'd have been the greatest moment of my life. If I was there for the 6-1, that would have been the greatest moment of my life. But I would say Man City versus Man United. Good atmosphere right now, despite not being a great crowd, but decent atmosphere at this game right now. I would say, yeah, 1 City versus United. 2 would be... Oof. Well, I guess it would have to be a World Cup final, but if you're going to give... If I'm talking specific teams, because that's a bit of a cop-out saying World Cup final. 2 specific teams, I'd say... is it Besiktas versus Galatasaray? Who's the Galatasaray rivalry? Is it Besiktas? I can't remember, but the Turkey rivalry, Galatasaray, and I think it might be Besiktas, but I'm not too sure. And probably Barcelona versus Real Madrid for the, I should call it Barcelona. Like, it's Barcelona, but I call it Barcelona because that's what everyone sees it as. But yeah, I would say Barcelona versus Real Madrid simply because at the Camp Nou, because I just can't wait to go to that stadium. It's such a beautiful stadium, man. Such a beautiful stadium. Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce. Thank you. Who's the Besiktas rivalry? But yeah, that's a hectic rivalry. You don't want to be caught being a supporter of the wrong team. If you're going into a Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce. Celtic versus Rangers is pretty significant too, but that's very religious based, so you have to be very careful of those games too. A lot of obviously football rivalries and derbies are very hectic in regards to being careful. Yeah, Tater Cat just said Celtic Rangers up there as well. Absolutely. Shorty Bear says, I want to go see the Champions League final. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a bit of a cop-out. Obviously, I want to go see the Champions League final, World Cup final and whatnot. That's cool, but I'm talking about more so rivalries and domestic leagues and whatnot. But 40 minutes gone here, guys. Go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. It's free. We'll be back here for the next game too. Perth Glory versus Adelaide United. And then we do have 4 games of rugby. And tomorrow we will be streaming both Central Coast Mariners versus Newcastle Jets game and also the MacArthur versus Wellington Phoenix game. Annika says, I've been to Istanbul, nice place. So you should go, bigger. I will. I just need to grow this channel a bit more. If I can eventually grow this channel to a point where I can earn enough to, take it on a bit of a, obviously I want to take this channel to multiple places around the world and do my vlogs. But obviously it's still quite small time, man. So, the more you guys show love and support, the more we grow. The more ability I'll eventually have to, eventually travel and show you guys all the different experiences, especially if you can't make it. But the Wanderers here with a chance. They've got a steal here. We've sort of, it's going to be saved. Petranos went for a shot there, but it will be saved. Hamish Spencer, the last time we checked, I think was 0-0 still. Red Star Belgrade versus Partizan Belgrade in Serbia. Many tragic events accompanying that rivalry. Absolutely. Definitely know about Red Star versus Partizan. Shorty Bear says, I want to see Inter Milan versus AC Milan game 2. Like, yes, I do, but it's not like it used to be, the Italian league. It's not as great as it used to be. Oh, jeez, that was good. That was a good cross there from Petratos. And they're going to clear that one away there, Sydney FC. They're going to clear that one away there, Sydney FC. But what was I saying? Yeah, look, like, Inter Milan and AC Milan is good, but it's gone massively downhill. Leagues like I just want to see a Western Sydney goal. I just want to see a goal at this point, man. But like I said, this is what happens in derbies, man. This isn't anything of a real crazy surprise right now. Easy save there by the keeper. Easy save by the keeper of the Sydney FC. 42 minutes gone here. Oh, Ninkovic. Oh, space! Oh, I thought that was going to be a goal for a second. It sucks sometimes with the angle of the cameras because obviously you have no idea from the midfield where the ball's actually really going. But it looked like for a second that was going in, but it was not them Sydney FC. But they had a good chance there. That was the problem. Well, it wasn't the best. I don't even know if that's been a really significant opportunity in this game. Oh, actually, the biggest opportunity in the game was that save by the keeper for the Wanderers. That was a very good save before. And is an opportunity wasted, absolutely. Brian says, being a Victory fan, I hate this scum. Yeah, you would. You would hate both, but in the same sense, you'd hate Sydney FC more. Boca Junior River Plate is another one. That's obviously South America. That's a really good one. Different feel. Obviously, European football, I guess, is something that relates a lot more to Australians than South American football. But yeah, Boca Junior versus River Plate is significant. I would love to go and watch that, yeah. Annika says, why do you think Man United have gone to shit? Because they are dog shit of a club. Nate J says, I've no doubt your channel will grow tenfold in the next couple of years, mate. Well, when you put the effort in, man, I'll tell you something. Like, I believe I put out quality, right? But in the same sense, like, you don't necessarily need quality. You just need to be consistent. And that's kind of what I am. I am very consistent. So you put the effort in and you will grow, mate. So I believe in myself, and that's why I keep cracking it in. I love what I do. It's not just about, eventually making a career out of it, but I just love doing this. I can't think of myself doing anything else. I want to sit here. I want to, commentate games, and I want to obviously vlog games like I did before, but I haven't been able to do that this year, really. Cardick says it went downhill after the paying the ref scandal or whatever it was, the Syria. No. Syria has gone downhill because that league is a very defensive league, and that was something that a lot more people could attribute themselves to back in the early days. But that could be a corner here. No, it's going to be a throw-in for Western Sydney in an attacking area, though. The Italian league went downhill because Serie A is a very negative league. Italian football is very negative, and you're seeing the ramifications of that right now in world football, with Italy struggling to make World Cups. They didn't make the last World Cup, and they may not make the next World Cup. So, that's the problem with Serie A, is that their style of football is very much olden days. It's not... Like, I understand that obviously Italy won the Euros and whatnot. Like, cool story, man. Make the World Cup, because... we all know that's the real one. Nate says consistency is key to success, mate. Well said, exactly right. You don't necessarily need to have quality. You just need to be consistent. And I'm not saying that I don't have quality. I'm just saying, like, if for anyone out there who doesn't believe that quality, you can technically make something yourself if you're just consistent and keep going. Like, I'll tell you, like, YouTube isn't always easy. Sometimes you don't want to do it. But when you don't want to do it, you have to do it. That's when you have to do it. When you don't want to do something, that's when you have to do something, because you know that you're not going to get any new people watching on, or any new followers, or you're not going to grow anything by sitting down and watching YouTube videos. And that's not me saying anything to you guys. I'm just saying, like, obviously, it's night time for you. A lot of you guys have different things in your life that you want to do and accomplish. Not everyone wants to be a YouTuber. Not everyone wants to be a content creator. And I guess it's what's happening with Italy. Are they struggling? Absolutely. They're not even going to make the World Cup at this rate, mate. They have to go through the repechage. They didn't qualify automatically. They have to go through a repechage tournament here for Italy. By the way, guys, 6 likes away from 30. Come on, guys. Let's get up to 30 likes. Schmackity-schmackity-schmack. And obviously subscribe. Stormman, you're 100% right. Consistency and work harder than everyone else. You can do anything. Exactly right. So, Sydney FC here, playing around with the ball around the halfway point. People are also slightly going away from commentary on TV, because commentary on TV doesn't tell you the truth. Commentary on TV tries to make a positive out of everything, and some people are just like, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not the truth at all. Sydney FC here with a chance. Maybe. No, Wanderers will clear this one away, maybe. And good clearance. Good clearance there by the Wanderers. So Sydney FC will get this ball. The TV lies to you. TV commentary lies to you, which it really is stupid. They try to tell you that, a 40-0 loss can be positive, and you're just like, please stop. Like, you lose 5-0 in a game to your biggest rivals, and they'll be like, well, there was actually positives in this game that I will take for the Wanderers. And you're just like, dude, shut your ass up. Like, they just lost 5-0. But it is half-time. It's 0-0. Definitely not a goal scored in this game. Definitely not 5 goals scored in this game. There has been no goals scored in this game. Half-time, 0-0. Wasn't a terrible half, but also wasn't a great half. Thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. Leagues are coming to half time. Jay has I hate TV. I'd rather watch YouTube. I've not turned on my TV in about 6 years now. Yeah, I don't really watch TV either, man. I'm too busy to watch TV. But in the same sense, I watched a bit of the news the other day, and I don't mind it. But in the same sense, news sucks to watch because they're just so negative. They're just so negative, man. So you don't even barely watch that. You just kind of do what you just don't even look at that shit and just live your life the way you do. Stormman says happened a lot in the NRL last year with all the blowouts. Yeah, exactly right. And you hear a couple of the commentators saying, "Oh, well, look, the Bulldogs lost 66-0 here, but there was parts of the game where they looked quite good." It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, what are you talking about? League So Commentary says, "Yeah, live commentary on TV would be so different." Yeah, absolutely. There's a different feel to YouTube. There's a different feel to YouTube and TV. TV is way so mainstream, and obviously people are moving away from mainstream because it's just like mainstream politics and whatnot. Everything's kind of filtered through a lie overall. So that's why when a lot of YouTubers do their own thing, mainstream media does try to silence them, because obviously they understand that people want to see the real shit, and mainstream media try and uphold this kind of like self-indulgent, better than you kind of understanding, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how the world's changing. Kartik says, I think they're just trying to get from the old heads happy with the lies. They're just trying to get anyway. We're not going to get into a politics kind of argument. Usually you can literally say whatever. To an extent, obviously, there are things you cannot say. Alexander says the commentary on TV, you're absolutely right. Sometimes downright boring. Yeah, well, it is. It just kind of they're just going through the motions. They're telling you what you want to hear, right? But they don't have the same understanding that I don't really want to hear anything from you. I want you to tell me what's happening in the game. Like this, I'll tell you from my perspective, right? And this is why I still enjoy watching other people commentate, right? I usually will have the game on K or whatnot if I'm not streaming. If I'm watching, for example, Man City or something like that, I'll actually put that off and I'll go listen. Well, I'll watch the game on Optus, and then I'll actually have someone from YouTube who's a Man City fan commentating because I want to hear what someone actually has to. Yellow. No, mate. No, I didn't know. All right. Nate J says, most MSN is horse crap nowadays. I was at the protest in Sydney today. The media said a few thousand were there, but there was easily 100,000. Well, there wouldn't have been 100. There would have been 100,000, my guy. Atticus says, BK, my dream place is to host the World Cup, England, Italy, Thailand. Sebastian Grumman says, player of the half of me is Anthony Caceres. I felt like he was trying. I don't think there was really anything significant in that game, to be honest with you, man. I don't think so far in this first half there's anyone really who I've picked out as having a fantastic first half overall. I didn't really see a great deal from kind of anybody. No, Hamish. But yeah, look, the thing, like I was saying, man, is that I would prefer to hear someone tell me if my team is not playing well, rather than hear positives about how they are kind of playing well, but not really playing well, if you know what I'm saying. It's really strange. It's strange, but it's just better because I want the truth. I don't want to be led false sense of security in that. Like, for example, like we were talking about with the Bulldogs. It's like, I don't want to be told my team's good when I've just lost 66-0 because it just annoys me even more. It's like, dude, no, it's not true. Like, and now you're telling, and the worst thing is that when you're listening to the TV, you may know that they're talking shit, right? We know, right? We all know they're talking shit. But a large majority of the world literally listens to the media and literally listens to everything, what they get in live from them, right? So they're believing what this bullshit is being said. And then they'll come onto my stream and they'll come onto other streams and they'll say, oh, no, we're actually pretty good. And you're just like, no, you're not. You're not. It's fine. It's fine to not be good because you'll get better eventually, but you're not good now. They're like, nah, Bulldog's going to be coming top 4. It's like, okay, cool. Stop listening to the media because you don't know what you're talking about. Like next year, for example, we have a lot of Bulldogs fans. Sorry to be going on the Bulldogs here, but it's just the truth. Next year, for example, all the Bulldogs fans, they think they're a top 8 team. Like, relax. No, you're not. You're not a top 8 team yet because you listen to the media saying how good your team is. Like, yeah, you've got a couple of players here and there, but you've still got no spine, right? And A-League is very difficult to talk about because there's always such a transition and a free flow of kind of movement. Kartik says, I hope Australia wins a bid to win the world, to hold the World Cup held here. Oh, the next World Cup held there. No, it won't be the next World Cup. The 2032 is when we'll probably get it. Photos says, what's the live stream link? The live stream link is 10 play. It's free. You may as well just jump on that. And I guess, speaker, can you tell my dear friend Jay Hayes Wales will lose to Australia tonight? No, I will not tell him that. Why don't you tell him that? Because he can see you. Like, he's a moderator. He can see you when you're commenting. Carly says, you're going to do commentary for Prem tomorrow? No, man. No. I'll do rugby. Premier League is very difficult for me to do because, the rugby that I do and all the other sports and whatnot. But, guys, if you are just tuning in, it is half time right now. If you are just tuning in, it is half time. Are we still going right now? Yeah, we are. It is half time. It's still 0-0. So thumbs up and subscribe. Eventually, guys, when we start getting a bit of an audience too, I want to do this thing where we raid other streamers. I want to raid because I see other big streamers doing it, and it's like, obviously, it does help out other streamers to help grow their stream. You go over there, you comment on a stream saying BKR Sport raid or whatever it is, and then you come back. Like that's, it's a thing that I've been wanting to do for ages because Tom Grossi in the NFL did it with me on an NFL stream. It's pretty funny. So we'll do it one day. We're not going to do it today. We'll do it one day on a stream. Sebastian Grumman says, well, the games haven't been great so far, but I really want to give the Overseas Football League a chance. Let's see what they have to offer. A-League can be very exciting. This game, not so much, but rate the Kiwi lads. He's not streaming right now, and also it has to be a streamer who's doing the same sport, right? It has to be a streamer who's doing the same sport. So, yeah. He doesn't do this. Hamish says, are you still doing the Russia game? Russia game? What Russia game am I doing? No. It's not about mining. I don't care if they care or not. If they don't like it, then I don't care. Like, it's helping them out. It's about hitting their like button on their stream and subscribing, but then obviously coming back here as well. It helps because I gained, I think it was like 100 subscribers from that Tom Grossi raid, which was pretty significant. Bring on Ogawa. Kartik says, couple more weeks, all Prem games are at 7 a.m. for like 3 weeks in a row. You could do commentary. No, Kartik, but do you understand how many sports I stream, my guy? Do you understand how many sports I do? NBA, I do NFL, I do rugby, I do A-League now. I got the BBL coming up soon. I've got the Sevens. Oh, Sevens is coming up in next week, actually. Sevens is on next week. So that's even more stuff. I don't have the time to be consistent with the Premier League, mate. I don't. I watch it. I watch my Man City games every single time. Even if I miss the game live, I will go back and watch it in its full entirety. But obviously, yeah, I can't do every sport here, man. I do my best, but I can't do every sport. But yeah, man, it's not really about kind of if the other person likes it. It's just a bit of fun. If they don't like it, well, then they're a loser and don't subscribe to them. Russia vs Chile. Yikes! I will not be streaming Russia versus Chile. I would not be streaming Russia versus Chile. The games I'm streaming tonight: Perth Glory vs Adelaide. Right after this, then we have the 4 rugby union games, which is Scotland versus Japan, Wales versus Australia, England versus South Africa, and France versus New Zealand. Lockie says, loving the stream, Blaze. What's your bowl prediction for the A-League this season? Bowl prediction? If last night continues, I honestly think Brisbane Roar can be a top 4 team. It is a bowl prediction too. Carly says, no, I haven't watched this since 2018. Well, hey, when you were in Fiji, then you got lost in my recommendations. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what happens, man. We've got nearly 14,000 subscribers now. What are we on? 13,565. It does happen on YouTube, man. So that's why you got to shut the notification bell on. But then again, obviously, people, they subscribe for a specific sport and not always. That's why I want to really focus on just doing the same sports now and not just doing random streams, because I watch it, I enjoy it, but it's difficult to do every sport. Alexander Matthews says, Bryant Gumball, brother, what's going on? Greg Gumball, he does a lot of commentary for CBS NFL games. He's absolutely the worst. He's just so downright boring. It's like he's trying not to say the wrong thing. Well, that's what happens on mainstream media, man. That's what happens in mainstream media. Kartik says, just did put the bell on. Well, actually, you know what, guys? If you are having this problem and you don't necessarily see my streams and my videos and whatnot, you can actually do this thing. The Discord over there, BKR Sport Discord, we speak on literally every single day there. I update you guys with the stream links and new videos and whatnot that come through, and we obviously chat about what's going on in the league as well in all different sports. So definitely jump onto the BKR Sport Discord, but it's pretty cool. 51% right now of the vote is Wanderers. That's a really close vote. That's a really close vote here, and that's 151 votes, and it's 51% to 49%, which is pretty significant. Annika says, who's your favourite player? My favourite player in the league right now? I don't know, man. It's not a great deal of significant quality. I'd probably lean with McLaren, but there's nothing really. There's nothing really overall that a great deal excites me unless Ivanovic can play like he did last night. Unless Ivanovic can keep playing like he did. Maybe Daniel Sturridge might be the guy, but usually when it comes to the A-League, man, defenders will never really get the credit. Jack Hengert, I love Jack Hengert, but in the same sense, it's an A-League left back, you know what I'm saying? It's an A-League left back. So usually when you look at the A-League, your favourite players are either going to be attacking mids or they're going to be a striker because they're the only ones who are really kind of exciting. For example, Hamish Spencer just said Lafondra is my favourite A-League player, another attacking minor player. So yeah, it's I wouldn't say anyone would really say anything of a defender or whatnot. Lockie says can't beat Jay O'Shea for me. Yeah, Jay O'Shea's a fantastic Brisbane Roar player, man. Transcends through some difficult times too, which is great to see. Of all time, any football of all time. Oh yikes! Oh geez, it's gonna be a Man City player. It could be Vincent Company actually. It could be Vincent Company or David Silva. Yaya Toure was fantastic, but also, buy him the birthday cake or shit's going to hit the fan. I would probably say it's Vincent Company. I'd probably say it's Vincent Company for City or David Silva. I would say it's between Vincent Company and David Silva, mate. David Silva is arguably one of the best midfielders, if not, actually, genuinely top 3 midfielders of all time in the Premier League. No one can argue it. That guy was literally a magician. His nickname was the magician for a reason, and he was just incredible, man. He was just absolutely incredible, David Silva, and you just could not simply go past him, man. You just simply could not go past him. So I would love to see, obviously, someone come through. Kevin De Bruyne is fantastic to watch, but in the same sense, I usually like talking about players who have finished because you haven't seen the full extent of Kevin De Bruyne. But yeah, Man City have had some fantastic players in the last 10 years. That's even forgetting about Sergio Aguero. That's forgetting about a couple of these other big boppers who've come through the ranks and helped us to seal some victories. But Stefan Savic is also Jack Rodwell. They're both dogs. Yes, they are. They both are. They definitely both are. Actually, let's go have a look here at the other game. Let's go have a look here at the other game. 1 second here. Let's go have a look and see what the scoreline is. Central Coast Mariners for license. You should do a collab with. Tell them to message me, my guy. Tell them to message me. Because I've already had someone say that. Just tell them to message me and we'll get someone going. But alrighty, so let's go get the A-League up here. I want to see what that victory versus Thingo score is. Victory versus Western United score. A-League. Let's get this one up here. Let's get this one going. I just want it to be a goal. I want to see something exciting. I want to see something happen here. It is 0-0 in both these games here tonight. Yikes. So last night, obviously, we saw a 2-1. There was 2 goals in the first half, but that was right at the end of the first half. This one, both these games right now are currently 0-0, man. Both these games are currently 0-0. So not exactly the greatest of the nights. Not exactly the greatest of the of the night so far. But plenty of time for things to change. Plenty of time for things to change and maybe it to get a little bit better here. It's not like it hasn't been an attacking game from both teams. Both teams have actually had opportunities. Both teams have actually come forward and given it a crack, but just nothing's really come forward, and it was a really good save by the Western Sydney Wanderers keeper to prevent that shot out before, which would have been 1-0 Sydney FC, and maybe that might have opened it up, but it'll be interesting. 6 shots for Sydney FC, 2 on target, 5 shots for Wanderers, 1 on target, 51% possession to Sydney FC and 49% to the Wanderers. Yeah, nothing really kind of note there. Fouls, is there any yellow cards? Actually, there hasn't been any yellow cards yet. Both teams with 4 corners, though. Both teams with 4 corners here. But yeah, there's just not much really to say about this game. It's not really been anything significant. It's been a good atmosphere though. At least that's been a positive. We have seen some good atmosphere. Photo says Dak number 1. What are you talking about? I have absolutely no idea what that means. Absolutely no idea what it means. Oh, geez, that's a difficult shot to make. So from the penalty shot, they're doing. So half time's about to finish up here, guys. They are walking out onto the field. And Ninkovic. I actually thought Ninkovic was pretty good in that first half. I think if I'm going to give that first half, I'd say probably Ninkovic was one of the better players for Sydney FC. No one else. I don't think Kamsoba's really done anything. Kamsoba. I don't think he's really done anything so far. But Ninkovic, he's been pretty positive in a lot of his plays. But Wanderers will start off with the ball here for the second half. Alexander says Discord, check it out. Well, we've got about nearly 200 people there now, and obviously we're talking about it. You're always so behind on these streams. You're always so behind on these streams. I'm not too sure why. Luke Jones says top 5 supporter base in the A-League. Top 5, but that's like half the league, Luca. We'll go top 2, top 3. We'll go. First would probably be. I'd probably say first is Victory. I'd say first is the Melbourne Victory. Second would probably be Sydney. It's tough, man. Not Brisbane anymore. I would not say Brisbane anymore. I wouldn't say Jets or Mariners, and if anyone says Mariners, get out my face. Second half has started, by the way. Definitely not MacArthur. Definitely not Western United. Literally, they're the worst supporter base right now. They're the newest, but in the same sense, there's a reason. Who else? Not City. Adelaide are very spotty, very dodgy from time to time. Jacob McDonald says, you getting any kit between now and the rugby? Jacob, I've got another game after this. I got this game, I got the Perth Glory vs Adelaide United game, and then I got the 4 rugby games, mate. It's going to be a big night here, mate. Going to be a big night here. Jay Hayes says, sorry, I had to empty my bladder and refill my drink. I missed one. Yeah, I did. Yeah, kind of. Not really. I didn't say anything bad, but I understand what they're doing. Nate J says, BK, do you stream much NHL or will you be in the future? Nah, man. Nah, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I do, as you just heard, I'm about to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hours straight worth of streaming, mate. So, no, I do the NBA, and the NBA is not the exact same time as the NHL, so I can't really do that. And then when the baseball comes back, obviously do the baseball. But yeah, I can't really do every sport, man. I can't really do this every sport. Everyone wants obviously their specific sport, but that's why I don't like. I could stream I could stream one hockey game from now and then every random moment. Good defense from the Wanderers. I could do one game every now and then, but it would just ruin it because a lot of the people who would subscribe would only want NHL, and I can't provide that to them. Jacob says, wow, legend stuff, get around it. Get around it, mate. It's going to be a good night. France versus New Zealand's not until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, my time. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for you. So if you're staying up to watch all the games, mate, I tell you what, your game is last. Your game is last. The other A-League game, I'm not sure if it's on 10 or not. Alexander Fotis, what are you doing asking me the first three prime numbers? No, I'm not going to name the first three prime numbers. Do you know why? Because the first three prime numbers have nothing to do with A-League. This isn't a math stream. We're not doing a BKR maths channel here. This is a BKR sport channel here. France New Zealand will be good. I believe, and I'll tell you this hesitantly, I believe it'll be the biggest game of the night. But everyone slaughtered us on the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube channel because I said that'll be the biggest game. Hamish said the South Africa game would be the biggest game. Sorry, South Africa England game would be the biggest, and a lot of Kiwis absolutely tore Hamish to shreds on that video for talking and saying that was not the biggest game, and then a bunch of English and South Africans absolutely tore me for saying that their game wasn't the biggest. It was just mad. It's like we weren't even saying anything bad. Like we just said, Paddock says other A-League games on Paramount. Well, there you go. Good stuff. Harrison says, please get math away from me. It's a weekend. Exactly right. It's a Saturday, mate. Lockie says, Glory and Phoenix have a great supporter base. Yeah, kind of. They're always there through thick and thin. Perth, I would say yes. Wellington, not so much, but, there are certain factions. Just like the Brisbane Roar have certain factions. Mariners have certain factions. Everyone has certain factions. But no, I wouldn't say Phoenix are a top 4 kind of team. I'd be looking at, obviously, I would be looking at Victory, Sydney FC, Perth Glory. You would argue Wanderers, but Wanderers have also had some really lean times with their fans. Oh, I thought it was going to be a good shot, but that will be a goal kick. A goal kick. Goal kick. Cardiff says, where's the Aussie game? The Aussie game? What Aussie game? Oh, Wales Aussie. That will be in Wales. It's a Northern Hemisphere tour, so that's on at like 2 a.m. or something like that. Riley Moore says, who wins the 3 rugby games, you reckon? Riley Moore is actually 4 rugby games, and you should check out the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube channel. I'm going to direct you to that channel because we put our tips out every single week with little 3-minute clips of our tips for each game. So jump over to the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube channel. I think there's a link in the description, and check that out. That's a free kick in Sydney FC, unless he can get the ball there, and we headed away. I think that should have been come back there for the free kick. Yeah, absolutely. Yellow card too. There should be a yellow card here for Reece Williams. There should be a yellow card here as well. And it will be a yellow card. It will be a yellow card. There is actually more than 4. Yeah, there is. There is also Romania, Tonga, Fiji, Georgia. It's just the 4 ones that I'm streaming. But there's Fiji, Georgia. There's Romania, Tonga. There is Russia versus Chile. I don't know where. I don't know who it was. Maybe Hamish. But I don't know where you would have thought that I would do Russia versus Chile. I don't know where you would have thought that. Cardi says, sorry, I've never watched a rugby game like the country ones. They're much better than the domestic ones. That's the one everyone... It's big stream. It gets pretty big. If it was in the Southern Hemisphere, we'd have massive streams. But, it's still pretty big. We usually get about 250 or so people watching, depending on the game. But my co-host and the rugby podcast co-host, he only does rugby, so he obviously has a significant amount who watch because all of his subscribers are rugby. My channel is literally football followers, baseball, NBA followers, rugby league, AFL, everything. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people obviously that I have don't watch those games at like 2 in the morning. Someone who says NHL is very hard to watch in New Zealand and Australia right now. You have to be a Fetch or Foxtel customer or Sky Sports Box. Is it on Foxtel? Is it? Is NHL on Foxtel? Is it? So 51 minutes gone here, guys. Go and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new around here. It's free, you may as well. The game is on Stan. All 4 games are on Stan, but I believe it's a 30-day free trial. You may as well get to watch all the games. Also, tomorrow night is Ireland versus Argentina, which will be streaming. But Sydney here with the ball around the halfway point. Sydney, no one's really started off the better here, really. Sydney FC have had a crack, but nothing really significant. Nothing really crazy right now. just waiting for that first little moment. Waiting for that first little moment to just kind of have that big blow up. And then finally, we might see a little bit more attacking in this game. Oh, that's going to be a corner, maybe. I think this is a corner. Oh, it's going to be a free kick. Wow, debatable. Wow, debatable there. Cardiff, yes, I would assume Ireland do win. But anyway, let's get off the Rugby Union chat. Let's obviously get back to the A-League. Let's get it back to the A-League. But yeah, that is a... Oh, yeah, that would have hurt. Yeah, okay, I understand why it's a free kick. If you want to talk about the rugby, guys, jump over to the BKR Sport Discord because there is a Rugby Union section there. But 52 minutes gone here, Wanderers with the ball. Not the greatest of games. I don't think it was a terrible tackle, but in the same sense, he does stamp right down on his ankle there, so you would have to give that as a free. Oh, good ball. Good ball here for the Wanderers. I just hope it's an exciting night of sport, just something that goes on. Because that England-South Africa game should be fantastic, but, I want to see some quality A-League football here. It's just not really happening just yet. But that's what happens in derbies. Two teams that so desperately don't want to lose also sometimes can't win because they're so desperate not to lose. And that's going to be an easy save there by the keeper. Hi, Savannah. Can we see something? Wanderers here, left-hand side. No, straight to Sydney FC. Like, the passes in this game have been next level bad. Like, truly, it has been... they have been next level bad in regards to the passes so far. A very good start at the second half. This is why commentary annoys, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what do you mean, very good start at the second half? Jay Robinson says, good to see you still going strong with the stream, BKR. Have a great Christmas, mate, and see you first round Panthers vs Eagles. No, we will not see you first round Panthers vs Eagles. We'll see you during the preseason because we've got plenty of NRL videos going straight into your buddy subscription fees on. With the player rankings, the preseason previews, it's got a heap of stuff coming. So, yeah, get around that for February. Actually, even late, buddy, January. Someone who says Kenya Brazil was well in the rugby. Yeah, true, but no one cares about Kenya. I think is it Kenya Brazil? I thought it was Zimbabwe. Someone anyway. Sydney FC here with that ball across. Come on, please do something. Someone do something. Someone do something here. Oh, come sober. There's a chance here for Sydney FC. Oh, it's a terrible ball. Oh, yikes. That was a terrible ball there from Sydney FC. That was a really poor ball there. Oh, my goodness me. Ryan Grant's not been great today, to be honest with you. He's not been great at all. That's also not warm anymore. That's not a hot coffee anymore, so that's not exactly great. I need a water. Caceres gets it out. No, geez, Soba try to get that ball through. Oh, have a crack. Oh, save. The Wanderers keeper has been fantastic today. That's a great save again. To be honest with you. Well, the good thing is that, buddy, just smack it up with bottles of water so you're already ready. If you don't get bottles of water, man, you have to always get up and go to the fridge or whatnot. It's like, or get up and go and get tap water or whatnot. When you get it here, you just go boom. Boom, slap it up. So 54 minutes and a half gone. So see with a chance in the box. No, goal kick. Special Grimace says, that's the thing. If you lose the derby, you get roasted by the opposing fans the entire season. So both teams adopt a conservative player style. Exactly right. No team really goes hard at attack. Unless you're Man City versus Man United, then it's a little bit different. But, especially in the A-League, the way that Australian fans are is pretty hectic in regards to, as we were talking, I think it was Pado Cat was saying on the Discord today, Victory fans last year, when they lost 7-0 to Melbourne City. So Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City, obviously, rivals, they hate each other. But Melbourne Victory lost 7-0 to Melbourne City last year, which was just hectic. And their fans stayed the whole game, the entire game, just to talk shit to the players. And that tells you what the A-League is like. In the Premier League, people don't really do that, right? People go home, they're like, okay, shit, we lost this week badly. Now, let's boo them. We'll boo them, but we'll go home. But in Australia, we literally will sit there for 90 minutes and think, these guys are so dog shit that I'm going to make sure they know they're dog shit. So yeah, that's a difference. Nate says, getting Esky for your drinks, mate. Good as gold. Nah. When it comes to water, man, I actually prefer it kind of room temperature. When it comes to if I'm having a drink or something, like Coke Zero or a beer, then obviously, yeah, you want an esky. But when it comes to water, man, I actually kind of prefer it room temperature, which is for me just much better. I guess that kind of comes from the Fijian culture too, though. Because in Fiji, no one really drinks cold water. They don't really drink cold anything. Oh, well, beer, yes, but it really kind of screws to them. It's really strange. They don't really like things too cold. So Wanderers here, left hand side. Whoops, this one across. Oh my god, there's actually a chance for the Wanderers. Chance for the Wanderers. And the edge of the box. Oh, straight at the keeper. If that goes anywhere but the keeper from Potatoes, that's a goal. If that went anywhere but the keeper from Potatoes, that would have been a goal. Someone uses NHL and ESPN Watch, but you can only get it through being a customer of Foxtel or Fetch excluding KO. Yikes. Get some Carver, mate. No, thank you. God, no. No way, mate. Not a chance. Get out of my face. I've done way too much Carver in my time. I've done my Carver. I've done my Carver time. You know, you guys go to Fiji. Oh, yeah, Hamish, Carver is delicious. Yeah, cool, mate. Okay. You go to Fiji for 2 weeks, and you think you haven't had Carver, mate. You have tourist Carver. You don't know Carver, man. You'll understand once you live in Fiji. You'll understand that Carver is not delicious, especially when you have legit Carver. But that's going to be a goal kick. That's a terrible kick there. Carver is delicious. Mate, Fijians don't even like Carver, but they drink it because it's easy to get. Carver is delicious. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, mate? So 2.5 or 57.5 minutes gone here. Still 0-0. Nothing really exciting just yet, though. Yes, I've had Carver. I've been there 6 times. Bruh. You don't know what I'm talking about. You know, Carver gets worse the more you drink it, but it gets more tolerable the more you drink it. Like, with Carver, man, like, you can drink it for ages, and sometimes, like, there's nights where you just drink and drink and drink, right, with everyone. And you can go for you can drink for hours, man, and you don't feel it. But then once you get to a point, if you don't stop, you will be throwing up for literally hours. And it feels like you're high and throwing up. And when you're high and throwing up, that's bad. But over the top here, Sydney FC in the box. Chance. Oh, the bad touch. Bad touch there from Lafondra. Bad touch there from Lafondra. Yikes, that should have been a goal there from Sydney FC, to be honest with you. That should have been a goal there for Sydney FC, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, when you're vomiting on Carver, when you've had too much, like, yeah, 6 times to me, man, is nothing. You know, like, you could be there 6 times and drink it 10 times per 6 times. Like, you know, per time for 6 times, so 60 times. Man, the amount of Carver, I remember when I lived on an island over there, on Robinson Crusoe Island, like, we would drink Carver every single night, man, for 3 months straight. And, like, until I would leave Fiji, and, oh my god. Like, that shit makes you just ill, man, after you have too much. And then you do it again. There's a thing you get called cunny, and it's like it makes you have scaly skin if you have too much of it, like, too frequently. So you actually have to stop. You have to stop. You can't have it every night. Harry Spencer says, I was being sarcastic. I've actually had Carver. It wasn't the best. A lot of people don't mind it. So that's why I say, like, because some people don't mind it, but most people just don't like it, and they shouldn't. All right, Sydney FC here. The ball with a chance on the left-hand side. Oh, here we go. Bahaja gets the ball away. They can whip this ball in. Can have a cross here. Can have a crack from outside the box. Ryan Grant. Not really. No, and that's not great. No, and that's a steal there from the Wanderers. That was too easy there for the Wanderers. Ryan Grant's not been great today. He's not been great. I've never been to Fiji, but I've had plenty of Carver mates. It rocks you after a few too many. You probably, yeah, you might have. What do you with Fijian mates or just, you know, Australian mates? Because if you had Australian mates, it wouldn't be like a legit. It depends on how you make it. You've got to make it a specific way. So 60 minutes gone here, guys, and it's still 0-0. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Bingo! And obviously subscribe if you are new. What are we on likes-wise? We're on 30 likes right now, guys. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 35. Let's get to 35. There is an injury right now for the Wanderers. Hopefully this next game is better than this, though. This isn't fantastic. This isn't fantastic. No, sir. No, sir. This is not unbelievable right now. And now they're showing me an advertisement for McDonald's when I'm on keto. I don't like that. I don't like that because I'm kind of like thinking I'm going to get off it very soon. But here we go. So Williams is coming out here for the Wanderers. I think he is getting subbed. No, he's not getting subbed. Sorry, he's just coming out for the injury. He'll probably come back on any moment now. I thought he was getting substituted. 29 minutes left though. Be pretty crazy to see a. I did call a draw. I did say that that 0-0s can happen quite a lot in derbies, but in the same sense, I did take a 1-1. I thought we'd see at least a goal from each team, at least a goal here, but it's not happening. Oh no, we're not frozen, are we? Oh no, it's frozen, guys. I'm going to stop and come back on here, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I know you can hear me. It does it. It's done it again. I'm going to have to stop and start. Don't leave. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Live. We are coming back on. Let me know when we are back. Sydney FC with the ball, and that's gonna be cleared away for a throw in. Come on, man. Something happened. This is such a boring game right now. Such a boring game. Let's get something going here. So Trent Bahaj will be coming out here for Wood. Wood will be coming back on. Cameron Lee, good joke. You literally said that as I'm already back. Alright, so Sydney FC will substitute Trent Bahasha here, and Wood will come on here for Sydney FC. Very young player. Obviously, was pretty good last year. But obviously didn't get the cookies in the end. Actually, it's really strange. I thought they started to play him. They started to start him quite a lot last year, but then just stopped. Cameron Lee, dude, we're gonna hide that comment. Like, bro, be careful. Be careful. Otherwise, you'll get a timeout. Like, no, it's not funny. All right, so Wanderers here. Going to wipe this one out to the left-hand side. All right, here they go. They're moving nicely here, the Wanderers. Moving nicely. Can we see anything going on here? Oh, a beanie here. Gets out to the left-hand side. Whack it across. Whack it across. And no, Sydney FC get that ball. Cameron Lee, what are you doing, mate? Like, you can literally see the score. Like, yeah, you're about to get timed out, Cameron Lee, because you can literally see the score on the screen. Like, bro, stop being an attention seeker. So Wanderers here, right hand side. Chance here for them, just outside the box. Whips it across. Oh! I thought a beanie had a goal there. I thought a beanie had a goal there. I thought a beanie had a goal, but he couldn't get that one. He couldn't keep it down. Could not keep it down. Just a query, guys, for the people who are watching, do you listen to me and watch the game, or do you just listen to me because you can't watch the game? Just for everyone in the chat, what do you do? Just interesting to kind of see what the thoughts are, considering it's the beginning of the A-League season. But Bernie Beanie there could have had a goal there if he had to keep that down. If he had to keep that down, it was actually a pretty good cross, but couldn't head it in. Yeah, I love. Oh yeah, what's the score? Right there. Oh yeah, how long has it to go? It's all right there. Special Grammar says, be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and check out the pinned comment for the Discord server. Exactly right. Cameron says that any person noticed for. What do you mean any person noticed for? What, you didn't notice the big score like right below me? You didn't notice the massive score here? Brian, I do both, but have the live audio turned down depending on the commentator. Yeah, exactly right. Sonny Burns says, listen to you and have game on mute. Well, hello. Hamish Spencer says, I hate Channel 10, so I mute the TV and listen to you while watching. Yeah, look, Channel 10's not exactly the most unreal. Oh, look, Simon Hill's pretty good, but in the same sense, like I said, they don't tell you the truth. I listen as I don't watch the games. I listen and watch the Muppets. Yeah, there's a lot of Muppets. And I'm trying to figure out how Cameron Lee's like that. That's something he said that any person noticed for. I'm trying to figure out. I wonder if he's saying like people don't notice this. I'm like, no. People do notice this. You don't notice it because you're an idiot. Sebastian Grammer says, listening to your commentary and some live analysis given the region I'm in. Do you not get any game? Can you not get any games over there? Could you not get 10 play, or is 10 play geographically locked to only Australia? But alrighty, so still slow football here, guys. Still slow football. Still very slow football here. Still goalless here, and nothing really crazy. Brian says these two games are pretty dismal for Saturday night kickoff. Hopefully glory game. Yeah, it's not great. It really is. It really is not a fantastic night of football here. Hopefully that Perth game is good, and then, I actually feel like the Mariners Jets game tomorrow could be actually quite decent. Mariners aren't great, and Jets won't be great, but in the same sense, it might actually be not too bad. It might actually not be too bad here. Stephen Mansky, you're a loser, dude. Hamish Spencer says, surely that's a foul. Yeah, I'm surprised that it wasn't called a foul earlier days. Yeah, Jay Hayes. That's 10 cents in the bank for you there, man. Sebastian Grumman says, just to give a flavour, I can't watch any Southern Hemisphere rugby games legally. It sucks, but that's why I stick to Southern Hemisphere YouTubers. Really? Legally? Oh, you have to watch an illegal stream, do you? Come sober. Oh, free kick. That's going to be a yellow card. That's going to be a yellow card. That's going to be a yellow card there. That's going to be a yellow card, absolutely. Absolutely. So free kick here, Sydney FC from the right-hand side. Come sober, breaks through. Come sober, breaks through there. So it'll be a yellow card here for the Wanderers. Cardi says, so much freaks in your chat. Yeah, Stephen Mansky, he creates like 100 different fake accounts. And even if it's some random loser, it's like, bro, there's something wrong with your life if you're focusing on creating fake accounts to troll. It's like, bro, like... But alrighty, so, we just hide you from the channel 2 seconds. Bye. Alright, so yellow card there for Adama Traore here, and it's going to be Sydney FC here with a good free kick opportunity. Just outside the edge of the box, right-hand side, just outside the penalty area. Can they whip this one across here? Sydney FC. This is a really good opportunity here. The best opportunity of the game. Over the top. No. He drives someone across. Surprised that he drove in that one. Driven? Surprised that he went for the drive there. Cunning says, all kids that don't have jobs and stay inside all day. Yeah, because we have that same troll who comes on at like 4 a.m. in the morning for rugby streams. It's like, bro, really? Really? You're getting off at 4 a.m. in the morning to get hidden from a channel? Like, it's not even affecting the channel. All you're doing is helping the YouTube views, And when you're it just doesn't make sense. It's like you're going against what you're doing. You're trying to cause a scene, and you're just not getting that. It is very sad. It's like they think they're funny. It's like no one finds you funny. You're actually just really sad, and I do feel genuinely sorry for you. I watched the game on TV, but I listened to commentary. Yeah, good stuff. So Sydney FC here with the ball in the back. 21 minutes to go here. 69 minutes and 11 seconds gone. I'm actually ahead of this. I just realised about a minute ahead of that, which is good. So Sydney FC here, now they've got an opportunity. Sydney FC is starting to get some opportunities here in the second half, and it'll be a corner. Corner here for Sydney FC. Nikovic has been pretty alright in this game. I actually don't mind him. The subscriber-only chat is excellent, though. Yeah, Sebastian, yeah. Obviously, beforehand, you get a lot of, fake accounts trying to spam there. Oh, Jack Rodwell. Boo, dickhead. Get off my bloody screen, you flop. Get off my screen, you flop. 20 minutes to go here, guys. Sydney FC with the corner from the left-hand side. Chancey. Oh, there was actually an opportunity there. Sebastian Grumman, you were nearly right with the Wilkinson goal, but it does miss. But 20 minutes to go here, guys. Thumbs up and subscribe. Now, it is starting to rain here, too, which is not good for a goal. Harry Spencer says, put shirts on Wanderers fans. Well, it's... I don't understand why we're still looking at... I don't understand why we're still looking at Jack Rodwell here. He's a loser. Fotis, I'm not too sure what you're doing, but I don't really get what you're doing. If you want to get timed out, we can time you out, man. It doesn't really phase us. If you want to troll, be my guest, but you won't last long. Brian says, as much as I respect Artie Thompson and what he's done for Melbourne victory, his in-game commentary at halftime is so awkward. Not sure why they persist with him. I've actually spoken to Artie Thompson personally before on my old podcast. We spoke to him for about an hour. I had terrible audio back then, though. Terrible audio. I didn't have any microphones. I was using the computer audio, and it was shocking. But Sydney FC with a chance. Lafondra, right-hand side. Wood here to whip this one across. Nope. Nothing there. Come sober. He's going to whip this one in. Oh, I thought it was going to be a goal there for a second. Kartik, I'm a Man City fan, man. That should explain it to you. So 19 minutes to go here, and it's Sydney FC ball here through the throw-in, but Sydney FC the only ones attacking in the second half right now. It's only Sydney FC here in having any kind of attacks right now. But yeah, Artie Thompson, look... he was actually quite fine. When we did the podcast, he was actually quite a good dude, man. Quite funny. Very funny, actually. But you can tell, obviously, he definitely, believes in himself. He definitely enjoys his own company, but at the same sounds still a good guy, man. He's really funny, and I'm not a big fan of his commentary either. No, I'm not a big fan of it either. I think it does revolve around him quite a lot when he does speak as well. But overall, man, I don't mind him a great deal, but I can't really listen to commentary because I'm always streaming anyway. But Wanderers here with the ball around the halfway point. Can we see their first real? They haven't had any opportunity in the second half, really. Oh, they had the Bernie Benny header. Sorry, they did have the Bernie Benny header. Wanderers here. Oh, that's a good ball from Petratos. That was a good ball from Petratos, but it'll go through. Sebastian Grammer says, it used to be a citizen, he was shit, thinks he's actually talented, wasn't respected as he should have. Yeah, he talks a lot of shit about his ex-clubs. He blames Sunderland for him being shit, and he blames Manchester City for him being shit. It's not that he's a lazy piece of shit, it's that everyone else's fault but his. And he came out and he talked a lot of shit about Manchester City. He came out and he talked a lot of shit about Sunderland. It's like, brother, they paid your wages. They got you in because they thought you were good, and you wasted our time because you are a waste of time. And then decided to come out and talk shit about both those clubs. He's a loser, dude. He's an absolute loser. I nearly want the Wanderers to lose just because of Jack Rodwell. I will never support that man. He's honestly so useless. Can't even get a starting job in the A-League. Can't even get a starting job in the A-League. What a flop. So, he was good at Everton. He was good at Everton. Wanderers here with the ball. Whips this one across. Oh, okay. A-League coverage. Hello. Couldn't see where the ball was there. Good control here by Wanderers. They're starting to get a little bit more possession going on right now. Harry Spencer, will he blame the Wanderers? Probably. If he's not good enough, mate, he'll blame the Wanderers because he blames everyone but himself. He said that he was the reason why Everton were getting better, and then they got rid of him, and then went to City. Because obviously he got offered so much money, and then was absolutely woeful. I actually thought he was going to be really good. I thought he was going to be really good for City when he came from Everton. I thought he was going to really work well. A bit more of a defensive mid. Not a terrible player. Coming from an upper class kind of mediocre team. Because Everton are that. They're not a great team. They used to be, but they're an upper class mediocre team. And yeah, I thought it'd be good, but obviously not. And I would have respected him if he just left and went to Sunderland on his own or wherever he went afterwards because he wasn't good enough. But he decided to come out and just start speaking absolute nonsense. Very similar to James Milner, but Milner at least did stuff for Man City. Like, Milner actually gave it a crack and did actually win the title in 11-12 with City. But then when he went to Liverpool, he spoke a lot of shit about City. It's like, bro, have some respect, man. That's where you won your first Premier League title, you knob. But it was obviously him being upset that he got kicked out, basically. It was never going to work with any of our teams after Mancini. After Mancini left, James Milner was never going to work with any of our teams. Oh, that's a free kick. Surely, Sydney FC. Sure, there's a free kick there. Susie says, today, Aussie League, no goal. Yeah, I know. 0-0 both games, Susie. Both games. But Sydney FC here with a chance. Sydney FC with a chance here. They go forward. Patrick Wood. Oh, good stop there by Wanderers. It's going to be a corner. Corner here, right-hand side. Good stop by the Wanderers defensively. Good stop by the Wanderers defensively there. I don't know why he's trying to complain there for a goal kick, but I'm pretty certain that is absolutely a corner here. I don't know why he's complaining for that one. All right, so Sydney FC here with the corner. Can they get something crack-a-lackin'? Is the A-League being washed up? What? A-League will come back. It's in a process of rebuilding itself again. It's in a process of rebuilding itself after the change of ownership due to the failings of the previous ownership. Because there were massive failings in the previous ownership, mate. Very big failings in the previous ownership. There's 15 minutes to go here. And Ninkovic is going to come out here. Petratos will come off for Ogawa for the Wanderers. Petratos off for Ogawa. And Ninkovic will come off here for Burgess. Burgess will come on here for Ninkovic. I think Ninkovic was actually pretty good today. Obviously, he didn't score a goal, but I thought he was probably one of the better Sydney FC players, in my personal opinion. So he says, end game, 0-0 Sydney. I don't know, man. We could still see a goal. We've seen a lot of late goals in the history of this matchup, so it'll be interesting. But left-hand side, went for the bicycle there. Oh my God. Burgess nearly just scored a goal with his first... Oh, my God. Burgess nearly just scored an absolute screamer with his first shot and first touch of the ball. Burgess nearly scored 10 seconds in. I know, crazy. Crazy. That would have been absolutely nuts. So if he had scored that one, that was actually a really good shot there too. First touch, just curled away a little bit. I think keeper probably saves that one. Piotrek says 1-0 Melbourne. Yes. Oh, Melbourne victory at 1-0. Well, there you go. Over the victory. Sorry, over the Western United. Is that the truth? Can you guys confirm for me if that's the truth? If victory at 1-0? Like I said, guys, in future streams, I'm going to... gee whiz. I'm going to put up the scoreline of both the live games on here, plus also the ladder over here. But alrighty, so there's going to be a couple more substitutions here, and it's going to be Jack Rodwell. Boo. Boo, you wanker. Boo, you wanker. What a loser, mate. What a loser. What do you mean no doubting his quality? Shut up. Oh my god. What are you talking about? This is... Simon Hill, bro. Shush, bro. Shush, Simon Hill. Don't be talking up Jack Rodwell's quality, mate. He was terrible at every club he went to besides Everton. Hamish Smith says, yes, victory is winning 1-0. Someone uses Melbourne victory 1-0. That is true. Well, there you go. There you go. But 77 minutes, 43 seconds gone. Fotis says, just watching football live stream and comparing commentary and overall swag. You got him on the commentary, but... What? But my man's slaying it with the denim crop top. But the thing is, man, I'm not here to impress you looks-wise. I'm here to talk to you about the game. Like, I couldn't care less about having swag. Like, I'm sitting here in my room right now. I'm wearing tracky dacks. I'm wearing tracksuit pants. Nothing on my feet. And just a stupid shirt and a hat. Like, I'm not here to impress you looks-wise. I'm here to talk to you about the game. Sometimes I wear a singlet, like... You know, sometimes I just wear the Manscaped bloody, drawers that they send me. Sydney FC here over the top. Chance for Sydney FC. Chance for Sydney FC. Oh, no. Close, though. Close. But yeah, I timed out JAs. You didn't air time out. That's all right. Denim crop top. What is a denim crop top? What is a denim crop top? I don't even know what that is. I might not be as hip as the cool kids nowadays. I'm not as hip as the cool kids. Trackies are 100% swag, especially free ball. Exactly right. Exactly right. He has a crop top fetish. Yeah, I don't understand all these crop top comments. That's going to be a goal kick here for Western Sydney Wanderers. Don't forget, guys, in about 25 minutes' time, I will be jumping on for the Perth Glory versus Adelaide United game 2. And tomorrow we will be doing both A-League games between the Mariners and the Jets. And also the... I thought that too, Harry Spencer. I thought that a crop top was something that women wear. Isn't that what chicks wear? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm confused what it is. Isn't a crop top one of those things that's like this? Like it's like the chest only that they do? I don't know. I must be I don't know. I must be wrong. Shit. I don't know. I'm not hip with the cool kids anymore, boys. I'm not hip with the cool kids. Brian, is the game straight off the Sydney game? The Glory game will start at 10:05 p.m, so about 40 minutes from now, but somewhat. I'll probably jump on 10 minutes earlier. There was a bit of lag, Brian, yeah, because my computer completely froze. But now we're back. It's all good, mate. Don't sweat, mate. Don't sweat, man. Don't sweat it, man. Don't sweat it, man. We're back. Alrighty, so Wanderers here with the ball around the halfway point. 10 minutes to go here, guys. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. What are we on? We are on 31 likes right now. Let's get to 35 likes. And obviously hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Minty Rabbit says, what a legendary game. Yeah, it's not been a great game, mate. It's not been a fantastic game. Wanderers fans doing the positive in the crowd right now. Doing the positive. Over the top of Sydney FC, though. Oh, you don't want to be doing the positive when the other team scores. That's ultimate. That is the ultimate shit house. Possibly also frozen. Not frozen, mate. No, I'm not, Jay Hayes. You're a liar. No, I'm not. I can see myself. Hello. Yeah, I see myself. All right. So Wanderers now playing spot at the back. 9 minutes. Can we see anything? Can we see anything in this game? Can we see a miracle? Can we see the miracle, son? Can we see the miracle? Special comments. I actually hate Italy's team and thought that Jorginho would win the Ballon d'Or. Makes me sick. Just being honest. Italy, I've never liked Italy since 2006, mate. Since 2006 World Cup, I'll never forgive Italy. Whether it was City FC here with a chance. City FC, Adam Lafondra. He's going to have, oh, that's not a great touch there from Lafondra. Yikes, that was bad. It wasn't even great Sydney Wanderers defense. It was just bad touch from Lafondra. Anakin says, "Who do you think will win?" Sebastian Grimmer. He's thinking Jorginho probably wins it. But Sydney FC here, they've got the ball in the halfway point. Now they've got a good chance here. They're going to push through Patrick Wood. Patrick Wood pushes up here. Right-hand side comes Sober. No, Ryan Grant here with the ball, sorry. He tried to get it to Patrick Wood. But that's going to be a terrible ball from Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant's been terrible today. I'm sorry, but Ryan Grant has been not great. And Bernie Binney here, the Wanderers, they're coming forward right now. They're coming forward. They've got numbers. Not really anymore. No, they don't have numbers anymore. They were trying, though. Pietrek says golden ball only for Lewandowski. Oh my God, Rodwell nearly just scored a screamer. Oh my God, Rodwell the flop just nearly scored a screamer. Oh my God. Oh my God, Jack Rodwell nearly just scored a goal for Sydney FC, but it will be a goal. A corner here. That was a really good save there by Redmayne. If he had scored a goal there for the first goal of Wanderers while he was there, it would have made me sick. Oh, that's a really good shot. Too bad he couldn't do that for any other team. Sebastian Gomez says, I think the final will be France versus Germany, possibly Brazil or Belgium, but I think the World Cup comes back to Europe. I actually think the World Cup, a South American team will win. I'm backing in Brazil. It's been a while since the South American teams won it. Over the top here, and Qatar is also, conditions-wise. Oh, Wanderers! Jack Rodwell, eat that one, you dog. Eat that one, Jack Rodwell. The worst touch you'll ever see. There we go. Brian says Simon Hill would have jizzed his pants. Well, Simon Hill's actually a Man City fan too. He's from Manchester. So I guess he's obviously really wanting Jack Rodwell. I don't know why, but I guess because he's technically meant to be non-biased, but I tell you how it is. Brian says the only time I wanted Italy to win was the Euros. Got so sick of it's coming home. England fans it's so difficult because it's like you want to see what they'll be like when they win, but you also don't because you know what England fans will be like when they win. You know what I'm saying? Like when they win, they'll tell you how shit your team is, forgetting that you kind of supported their team to win. Sydney FC with a chance here, left hand side. Sydney FC. Oh, that was close. I was very close to Sydney FC. Very close to Sydney FC. That was really close. And I can say, I mean the World Cup because I think Brazil or Belgium. Belgium is everyone always thinks them every single year, but probably not. I know they've got Kevin De Bruyne, I know they've got a good team, in the same sense, like they've had a good team for 10 years and they always fail. They always choke when it comes to the big stages, man. Belgium always choke. It's just a fact at this point. Brian, so goal is beckoning here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. A goal is definitely looking likely for either team, to be honest with you. For either team. So, it's funny how you can... Van der Sar comes on here for Camp Sober. It's funny how you can tell someone from the Northern Beaches so quickly. Oh, wow, bad pass here by... Oh, wow, that's a good tackle there by Williams. If he doesn't make that tackle, that's a goal there for Lafondra, absolutely. You're very lucky. And he's on a booking too, so he has to be careful there. He had to be careful and didn't give away anything bad. Jay Harrison, yes, I will be streaming the Perth game next, absolutely. We'll be doing Perth versus Adelaide, and I'll be going straight into the rugby right on after that. Hayes says it's coming home to my head in. Look, it's not the it's coming home thing. It's just it's just the fact that you want them to win, but then you also don't want them to win. They're such a polarizing country to support, and it's because they will remind you how shit your team is when they win. But you wanted them to win to see what they'd be like. But realistically, you wanting them to win is putting yourself into a death sentence for you're going to get shit. 2003 was the worst moment in the history of sport. With the Rugby Union World Cup. Lockie says, Sturridge named to the bench for Perth tonight. Good stuff. Be interesting to see how he goes. Special Government says, Hamish Spencer, I can see Harry Kane being the top goal scorer. England deserve a shout as well. Nah, England aren't going to win the World Cup, man. Their media won't allow it. That's a handball against the Wanderers, surely. Yeah, free kick into Sydney FC. The media won't allow the England team to win because they're just so antagonistic, the media. The media will always, come in to slaughter that team too much to prevent them from ever winning because they put too much pressure on the young kids. Just look at Saka, for example. Just look at anyone in that team. Look at when Raheem Sterling was coming through the system. Anyone who's young, way too much pressure on them because English media is the worst kind of media on the planet. So, Sydney FC here down the left-hand side. Could you imagine the scenes of Australia won a World Cup before England? What's funny? I remember when England were in the final of the Euros and they were like, oh, have you won the Euros before? You can't talk shit. It's like, no, mate. We haven't won the Euros before. Have you won the Asian Cup before? Wanderers here, chance here. Oh, it's not a great pass. Over the top. Oh! That nearly went in. That nearly went in there for the Wanderers. That nearly went in. The only one in there. Nah, Argentina won't make it, in my opinion. And Italy, bro. What are you talking about, Italy? Italy aren't even going to be at the World Cup, anarchist. Italy haven't even qualified yet, mate. What are you talking about, Italy to make the World Cup semis? They can't even make the World Cup at the moment. They have to go through the repechage. They didn't qualify automatically. So Bernie Benny here will be coming out here for the Wanderers. Bernie Benny coming out here for the Wanderers. Guys, don't forget, thumbs up and subscribe. And if you do love your football, jump onto the Discord, the BKR Sport Discord, the pin comment in the chat. Wow, 50%, 50%, Wanderers and Sydney FC in the polling vote as well. Brian says, who comes out of the starting side between Fornaroli and Keogh once Sturridge starts, you think? I would probably say Keogh, mate. I think Keogh's a lot older, isn't he? I'd personally say more than likely Keogh. How old's Sturridge now? Like 31, 32? He's not the oldest, but he's definitely not young, obviously. But what is he, like 34? No, I'd say like 32. He never really got it going there. Pietrek says, Anarchist Poland first must make qualifying. Yeah, Poland got to be qualifying. Italy have got to make qualifying first. Pietrek, you don't have to worry about your English, man. You know, you do your best, man. You do your best. Oh, mate, no, Anarchist, if Australia made the World Cup, won the World Cup over England, it wouldn't be taking the piss out of England for years. It would never let them. I would never let them forget. Would never let them forget ever. It's not just years. I would never let them forget. Oh, that's a free kick into the Wanderers. 2 minutes to go here, guys. That would be England's worst nightmare. It'll never happen though. It'll never happen. If Socceroos win a World Cup in my lifetime, I think that'd be me completing life. I think my life would be complete. The moment the Socceroos won the World Cup, my life would be complete because I don't think that'll ever happen. You'll never be able to complete the game in Australia, in my opinion. So Wanderers here with the ball. Antonio Raphael did not like the Sydney's jersey. What? Which jersey? Wanderers or the Sydney FC? Because these are pretty normal Wanderers and Sydney FC jerseys. Left hand side here for good clearance there. Wanderers here. No, that's going to be Sydney FC ball. Good defense there. Good defense. And that's going to be now Wanderers ball, maybe. Hey, Rodwell, aren't you meant to be some fantastic player, dog? Get something going here with the Wanderers, you idiot. They paid a lot of money for you, so, get into it. Wanderers here. They're going to go underneath. Oh, that's a free kick. Oh, wow, not a free kick. I would have thought that should have been a free kick there. Sydney FC on the left-hand side here. Sydney FC on the left-hand side. And it says, if Wales win the Rugby World Cup, my life would be complete. Yeah, I would agree for you, man, with Wales. Because the Football World Cup's as realistic to win for the Welsh team as it is for the Socceroos to win. But the Rugby World Cup, victory. They're showing us the replay like 20 minutes late after that victory goal, by the way. So it is 1-0, obviously, to the victory. Sydney FC here, down the right-hand side. Here we go. Chance here for Sydney FC. Inside, I think that's a corner. It's not. It's a goal kick. Okay, so 90th minute here, guys. We're going to see how long they're going to add on here. They're going to see how long they're going to add on here. Andy Keogh was 35, Sturridge was 32, Fornaroli was 34. I would say Keogh comes off and Fornaroli goes on. I would say that they made a big play for Fornaroli. I'd say Fornaroli and Sturridge would be the partner. So 3 minutes added on here, guys. 3 minutes added on. Don't forget, in 20 minutes' time, I will be starting up for the Perth Glory vs Adelaide game. I will be here, so hit that subscribe button. But 3 minutes to go here of added time on injury time. It is 0-0 here still, and it's looking like a draw is going to be starting us off here for the Sydney Derby. Looking like a draw is starting us up here at 0-0. 2 minutes and a half to go here. The Wanderers kicked that one away here, and now they're going to push forward. Who's going to take the last little shot here? There's always a last opportunity. Brisbane Roar had the opportunity last night and didn't put it to bed. Wanderers looking like the team pushing forward right now. Gets it back to the halfway line. There's 2 minutes 20. There will be a last opportunity for one of these teams, I can promise you. That's how football works. There's always one last opportunity in added time. Jay Hayes says, if you can go through a whole stream without saying Wales, my life would be complete. That's a funny one, mate. That's a funny one. But all right, here we go. Wanderers here with a chance. Hamish Spencer says, if the Wallabies won a World Cup, my life would be complete. Oh, mate, I literally bawl my eyes out, bro. I'll be at the World Cup in 2023. I'll be there, but that'd be a moment, and that'd be one of the craziest moments of my life, bro. I'd get blind that night. I'd get blind. Sydney FC here with a chance. No, we're going to clear this one away here, the Wanderers. Good ball here from the keeper, though, to prevent that from just kicking it big and just getting it straight to Traore. Oh, Sydney FC now will have a chance. They've stolen the ball here. This could be the opportunity right now that I'm talking about. Down the left-hand side, they're going to have a bit of space here. Retray gets it off. No, They didn't go out to the left-hand side. Last chance here. Minute 20 to go. 3 minutes added on, but there's a minute 20 of added time. Gives it off. Caceres gets it off, and Van der Sar gets it up right-hand side. Back into Caceres. Caceres back to Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant, left-hand side. What are they going to do? 1 minute to go here. I don't think Wanderers will get another opportunity here. I think this will be the last opportunity of the game here. Sydney FC. Polo Retray here. Retray. He's going to go left-hand side. If Sydney FC score, he'll be nutso. Back on the inside. Chance here for Sydney FC. Oh, cleared away there. Patrick Wood gets it away. Wanderers actually have a chance to break away. No, that's going to be Sydney FC with the ball. 45 seconds to go here, guys. 45 seconds left. And I guess there's same with Wales. Win the Rugby World Cup for me and Jay Hayes. Challenge accepted. Well, you just said Wales again, so, you know. And I guess I cry whenever my Titans win a single game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even just winning the World Cup. Winning the World Cup for any of my teams, like Cricket World Cup is a bit different for me. Cricket I'm not really that invested in, but like, if the Cubs win, if the Bulls win, if the Titans win, Fiji and draw win. Maybe not Fiji and draw. I'll be very happy for the draw though. Oh, on the big level of Super Rugby, yeah. If, you know, Australia win, Geelong. I don't know about Geelong. I'd be very happy though, but just wouldn't. I don't think I'd cry. That's gonna be full time here, guys. That's gonna be full time. So all over Red Rover, ladies and gentlemen. All over Red Rover. It will be 0-0. The points are shared. The point is shared here. It will be finishing up here as 0-0. Look, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest game I've ever seen in my life, put it that way. But you know, it is what it is. You know, we'll accept it for what it is, man. You know, overall, no one really had that kind of finishing touch. No one had the ability to put the ball in the back of the net, and that's just kind of is what it is. So, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'll be back on in about 20 minutes' time for the next game, which is, who is it? Perth Glory versus Adelaide United. So, jump on then. Hit that thumbs up button right now. Hit that subscribe button down there, the big red button. If you love your football, you love your A-League, and you love your sport, jump onto the BKR Sport Discord in the chat, the pinned comment. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes' time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.